Hey, hello everybody. Welcome to Crypto on the Rocks. Got a full house going here already. That's awesome. Glad to see everybody. Notifications are just starting to go out. I forgot to shut my phone off. I can hear them going on over there. So,
I actually
welcome
remember
guys. How you guys
put
doing?
my phone on vibrate tonight.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna do that as you guys start chatting and stuff. But how's everybody doing? Joe, how's it going?
Going good.
Excellent.
The trades today, they've been going up and down, flipping and a flopping. So yeah, it's been pretty crazy today.
Awesome. Bedell, how's your week been? What's going on?
Just typical week. Just been busy. Weather's been a little crazy. Gets down like the mid 50s at night, and then it's been like almost 90 during the day.
Ugh. Well, you can tell us more about that in a little bit. And as you guys can see, we have a newcomer. He sent me a message on X, and I've been trying to kind of catch up and learn more about him. This is Crypto Billy. That's what you. Right.
Crypto Billy.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Again, seeing you're kind of new. Why don't you go ahead, give us a little bit about you, and definitely make sure that you talk about the hashtag Givers Game, please.
Oh, absolutely. Well, thanks for having me. First of all, I do know Joe. He's in our little group. He's everywhere pretty much I'm at. But really, our community started on Twitter X, and we are a personal development crypto community. So really, what does that mean? We have 10 cornerstones that we believe in, and it's all about what we call the Givers Game pathway. And that is just, hey man, take people that are working real hard to help themselves and help them. Find a way to help them, and don't really look for anything in return, because the golden nuggets are going to pop up in your path for helping and giving. And we just have so many live examples of that happening over and over from our team. There's 5 of us on the Billy Goat Tails team, and but also from our community, right? Our community has sprung up, and we've had some really good speakers that come on to our show on X. We've had Charles Hoskinson on. We've had Cardone on. We've had the president of Gala Games on. I saw your Flux guy.
Yep.
He's coming on. The founder of Flux is coming on. So we try to bring crypto content, but also leadership and personal development content. That's really what we try to do. A lot of scammers, a lot of shillers out here. We're trying to make sure that everybody stays safe, and we just do this the right business way that we all know in Web 2 is the right business way. But over here in the crypto side, there's all kinds of stuff going on.
Oh, hell yeah.
Needs to be cleaned up, man. So that's pretty much our hashtag is Givers Gain. That's what we've become known for. And that just stands for, doing the right thing and helping people that are working hard to help themselves.
Awesome. How can you, that was a great description. Thank you. I'm going to actually put the link to because you got a new YouTube channel, right? So this is new. You want to talk about that real quick?
Sure. Yeah. We have launched our YouTube channel. Really, when I say launch, it's not really launch. We haven't really done a grand opening or a premiere or anything like that. We're just slowly putting it out there, starting to put content up on the YouTube channel, which is, if you Google it or on YouTube query it, you're just putting Givers Gain 111, it pops right up.
Yep. I'm actually putting it in the chat right now, so everybody can go give you some love over there.
Yeah, and we're also had the Caspa team on too, and that was a great space having the Caspa guys on.
Nice.
So we're big into Caspa. Not financial advice. To do your own research, but I like Caspa. I like the chain. I like what they stand for. I like how they're doing. I like the speed of the Caspa chain. And so I did participate in the KRC 20s. I got like 4 different ones. Of course,
nice.
Not Nacho being the biggest one. But yeah, YouTube is newer for us. We're not the experts in this whole thing here, but we're learning.
Hey, it's a process. It's a process. We all, I think everybody sitting here right now would agree with that. Let's see who we got in the house real quick. Tech Man is in the house. Welcome, Tech Man. Appreciate you being here. Automatic Beats. Appreciate you. And again, link to the Billy Goat Tales in the description. Go show some love. But I want to start kicking off our voting here, and because you're the guest here tonight, I guess.
Well, occasionally he freezes, so just kind of.
Oh, did I freeze again?
Yeah, but you're good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I thought that was me.
No, it ain't you. I guarantee you it's me. Sorry, guys. All right, listen. For those who are new here, and if you are, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Appreciate that. $25 every week. I try to show you how you can dollar cost average into cryptocurrency, help change yours and your family's wealth profile. Of that $25, I take 15 of it, put it into Bitcoin, and the other 10, you guys vote for what we're going to dollar cost average into. This second half, 2024, because I change it up every 6 months, is DPIM projects. These are the DPIM projects that we settled on. So you get to vote for Deeper Network, Dynex, Fry's Crypto, Flux, or Render. So for those of you who are out there watching, don't forget, vote in the chat. Appreciate you. If you're watching on Patreon, that doesn't connect with the chat here. So put it in the comments on Patreon, and I will go and collect that at the end of the voting. Crypto Billy, you want to start us off? Any care about what you're gonna vote for here?
Are you familiar with any of these projects, Crypto Billy?
Oh yeah, I know Render, of course. Flux, yeah. DPR, no. Fry, no. Dynex, I've heard of, but don't know really that much about it. But of course, Render and Flux, I do, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, Deeper Network is decentralized VPN, is what that's all about. They've been around for a little while. Dynex is quantum computing and AI. And Fry's, did you say you knew Fry's Crypto? Are you familiar with Fry's Crypto?
No, that's one I'm not.
Fry's Crypto is, how do I put this? The IO, what are they calling it? The IoT. Correct me here, Bedell, if I'm going off the rails here. So basically, they're collecting all that information. They have like weather miners, follow the planes, the nav miners, all that kind of stuff. I'm doing it no justice here, but that's basically Fry.
A DPIN project that has like weather miners and little
exactly
miners like that.
Okay, gotcha.
Oh, and Trade Intuition didn't even want to wait for me to ask him. Look at this. Bam, there it is.
Render for the win. Well, and that's right, Joe. I would have chosen Render. He asked what I would choose. I'd choose Render for sure.
Is that the way you'd like to place your vote? Because voting goes for about
another 30
hours.
So he's up again. This damn freezing. Oh my god. Anyway, voting goes for about another hour and a half. Was that so? You want to put your vote in on Render with Joe?
Yes, sir.
All right, it recorded. In the lead with Render. Who else we got here? Automatic Beats. No surprise here. Flux. All right, we got that. And Tegman with Deeper Network. Nice. All right. And now again, anybody else watching, put it in the comments. If you're on a platform that isn't that doesn't have the stream or help me, live comments, or stick it in the live comments. So Joe, talk to me.
Sure.
You up? You down? What's the week here?
So I was in 2 shorts, and they were doing really great earlier today. And then, of course, I moved the stop loss, and of course, notified the group and all that stuff. Moved the stop loss to very little profit, and sure enough, Bitcoin started making a move this past hour, and the shorts got stopped out in profit, but barely though. And then we're in one long, and that one's doing okay. I'm saying, all right. The long is FETs.
I was gonna say, are you sticking to the big ones or what?
Let's see. Well, there was Aave, AVAX, and FETs. But Aave and AVAX, both of those have done a really nice number the past day or two. So they're expected to have a nice retracement. But the retracement was like 20%. And what I'm looking for is good 50, 75%. And it's like, nope, 20%, that's all you get. And then went up. So
All right, I got to put it up just because sometimes you got to laugh. People are probably looking at me laughing, saying, "What the holy hell's he laughing at there?" Sorry. Well, I mean, it sounds like it was a better week than you had last week. I don't know.
Oh yeah. Yeah, this week is much better. And I'm happy to be stopped out in slight profit than it continuing to change. And then of course, you're 5%, 10%, 15% loss, whatever it is.
I know.
And we're doing leverage, low leverage, 2x, 3x. I think one of them was 5x. I think that's the one we're still in, but very low leverage. So yeah.
Crypto Billy, do you trade as well? Are you into the leverage thing?
Yes, I trade. I just closed one. What was it, yesterday? I'm not a day trader by any means. I don't get in and get out real quick. But
Sure.
when I see the levels hit, then I'll go in and buy. I go through all of my own checklists and my own confluences. And once I see it, then I'll go ahead and buy. And typically I hold my trades sometimes for week, 2, 3, 4, a month.
Yep.
I got into Bitcoin at this last trade. On the trade, I got in at 58.8, and I sold it for 63.180.
Nice.
But that took. I'd have to go back a little bit. It was like at least a week. I would say it was at least a week. So I do more trading like that versus like on the charts every second, like Joe and Alex O and Piper and Lifer and all those guys, Tom Crown.
Lifer, yeah.
I'm definitely not that, but I do trade. I do have a Trading View and Market Cipher, and I use it all the time. Yeah.
Nice. Now, do you hodl too? You do the long-term thing, throw it in cold storage, or?
Yeah, I have a ledger. In 2022, September of 2022, I got Bitcoin for 16.5, and I came in again a little bit like a month later at 19.5. Got another coin, and so
Nice.
I got in 2017, and my son, who was in college at the time, was telling me about this crypto stuff, right? And I was really just to shut him up.
Yep.
I was like, just show me how to do this, right? And so he downloaded that Coinbase app, and I forgot about it until 2019. And 2019, I was like, what is this little icon? I don't even remember what it is, right? And
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, Merry Christmas. And at that point is when I said, wait a minute, I need to start paying attention to crypto and understanding it. And so even though I came in 17, I would really say I was a rookie. I didn't pay attention to it for 2 years. I didn't start paying attention to 2019, and I really got all of that 2022 run. 2020 run.
Yeah, I knew.
It was beautiful, and that made me a believer. But just like everybody else, I rode most of that all the way down, just like everybody else.
Yep.
I was able to get in back in 2020 to Solana at $22. And it went up to over 200.
You sounding like Bedell over there. Yeah, nice.
I got in and I took my profit. That was like one of the only coins I actually took my profit on that year. And the rest, I think I still have the rest. Way back then. I still have all my Polygon. I still have all my DOT. I still have all my Chainlink. I still have all the coins that I bought back then, because really they haven't had their run. Chainlink hasn't. Polygon hasn't.
Right.
Pole now, I guess you got to call it, not Matic. Polkadot. I don't know what's going on with Polkadot, but it really needs to start moving here in the next 8 to 12 months, right? So
yeah, in 2021, like everybody was fighting to get on their chain, and now you barely hear about them. And I've heard like other influencers or just people, in general, saying like, "What's going on with Dot?" Like, no one's talking about them. No one's.
They had the biggest booth, Joe.
So.
They had the biggest booth at Consensus, man. It was huge.
Really?
Did they really?
It was huge. And it was a great interaction. They had multiple kiosks that you could go up. They have so much going on the Polkadot chain, just all kinds of stuff. And they have a great story, and they have great people working for them that right there in front of me was telling me everything that they're doing. all of the investments that they made, all of the customers that they're gaining, business to business customers. I still believe in the chain personally.
Sure.
Not financial advice, but I still believe in it, and that's why I'm just going
Here
to
we
keep
go.
investing in it. Yeah, yeah. There you go. Not financial advice.
We'll make it we'll make it official there. There you
Official.
go.
Yeah, man.
Even though it's scrolling all along the bottom, that's it.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I wish I could say I held on that tight with the stuff that I picked up in 2017, because be sitting a little different right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I don't know. Bitcoin was something I used because it's the base trade, right?
Mhm.
So it's like, it was something I got so I could get something else that was gonna 10x, 12x, 50x, whatever. And boy, yeah, so much for that. And of course, we have some Solana fans. There you go, 1K sold. Maybe someday.
I don't know. That's gonna be a while for 1K.
It's I mean, the way things are going with this price action now, yeah. Well, and again, they got to keep the chain running. Just saying, it can't be freezing up. Crypto Candy in the house. Welcome, sir. Appreciate you. And shout out. See, look, Joe. No matter where Joe goes, he's getting shouts out. Look at this. Appreciate it. And Crypto Candy, don't forget, you got to vote while you're here. I know you know the drill. So here's your. Whoops. Let's get that out of there so you can see. Here's your options: Deeper Network, Dynex, Fry's Crypto, Flux, and Render. Go ahead and throw your vote into the live chat, as well as anybody else who hasn't already voted, by the way. Appreciate that. All right.
And for those of you who don't know, Crypto Billy, he's kind of a big deal. Like, he really is. And if you could, Crypto Billy, do some name drops. This dude, like, he's very well connected with the crypto community. He does a Twitter space every Tuesday night. And
Yes.
of course, you can do the whole, time and all that fun stuff. But this dude's an absolute beast. And I'm very honored. I was really surprised. It was like, holy crap, that's Crypto Billy. I would, if I wasn't so starstruck, I'd extend a pad and paper and say, can I get your autograph?
Oh, come on,
Kind
man.
of give you heads up.
Look,
But
I'm just
do some name drops and what's the Twitter and what's about the space.
Yeah, well, first of all, I'm just like you guys. I'm nothing special. I think the forming of long-term good relationships built on trust and credibility has certainly helped us in our community. We have years of just following through on what we say we're going to do, trying not to overpromise, just trying to help people do, especially the content creators. So we started with helping the content creators. So I started Sin City. They're great friends of mine. I started booking people for them behind the scenes, stayed really low key, helping Sin City. I was I'm a mod on probably 10, 12 channels from at least 2-3 years now. Frankie Candles, I was there with him at the very beginning. Frank and I have become really good friends before he even had his Discord. Yeah, right. So he just had started, and really just trying to help Frank grow. Whatever I could do to help Frank grow, and that effort, he could see that. Man, I'll do whatever it takes to help you grow, man. And I'm never looking for anything in return. I don't want anything in return because I believe that whatever is going to manifest, it's just going to manifest, and you're not going to know about it. It's just going to manifest.
Yep.
And so we just try to do everything with the giver's gain philosophy, which is, taking action, building good habits, having a good community, emotional intelligence, things that really matter to your life and how you can become. If people want to become a multimillionaire, they can, right? I always believe that real wealth is of the heart, not of the purse. And when you conduct yourself that way and your character's that way, you will make the material wealth that you are seeking. But you have to know that real wealth is of the heart. It's about doing the right thing when nobody's looking and helping people that are working hard to help themselves. And I get asked a lot of times, Joe, you've heard this probably in the spaces, well, Billy, sounds like you're the guy that sees and I'm going to say it on your, I wouldn't say it on my space, but you told me I got a little bit of liberty.
You got leeway here, brother.
There's a bum on the street. You sound like you're the guy that's always going to pull over and give him $5. I'm like, no, man, that is not me. That is not me. Right. The key is working hard to help themselves, right? Exactly. So if you're working hard to help yourself, and we see that, and you're all in, and you're doing everything you can do, and you just need that little bit of push, that little bit of networking, that little bit of relationship that maybe I have that you don't have. If I can help you with that, we're going to do it. But name drops, I don't know. Who do you want me to say? I'm really good friends with Sam Price, Crypto Lifer. We've had Crypto Face on our.
You have. He was on one of those I was listening to. Yeah.
Yeah, Crypto Face is a good dude. Sin City, Tom Crown. I've met all these guys, right? I don't know who else, Joe. Of course, Piper and Alex O and Miss Teen Crypto. Really, really sweetheart. Good.
I really love all those photos that you were posting from the last convention. It's really just a network of like-minded people. So
it is.
It was really cool, and especially since a lot of us couldn't go. Just seeing all those pictures, it's like we're there. So same thing with Bedell, same thing with
everybody. It is helpful. Else. Yeah, Bedell did it with Nashville of LTC and BTC. That was great.
Yeah, and you get to, by participating in the events, man, which I would encourage everyone to try to go and participate in the events, because it's different when you're on their YouTube channel and you're just in the chat and they get to know you a little bit. But when you go face to face, right, and you get to have dinner and you get to talk real life stuff, you form a relationship. So the ticket price is worth everything there, man. I go every year. This was my 4th Bitcoin conference this year.
Nice.
So, nice. Yeah. So they all pay off. And I always buy the ticket the day I'm leaving the conference. That is the cheapest time to buy the ticket. And what always happens, and this has happened every year since the first one, didn't happen the first one, but I buy my ticket, and then through that year, somehow, some way, the golden nugget pops up in my path. And, hey, Billy, we got you a Bitcoin ticket. Hey, Billy, we got you a press pass. And I'm sitting here, I already have my ticket. Right? So I end up giving it. I give it away. I give it to someone on my team, someone that's in need of it. So it just always works out, man. It just always works out.
Yep. Paying it forward. Yeah.
Pay it forward.
Yeah, I'm a big believer on that. I agree. I want to just touch base. We got some people I've not seen in this stream before, so I appreciate it. And the Biomex, is that what
he's on my team? I just texted him.
Oh, okay, great.
Pollo's a co-founder. Biomex is a co-founder with me. Dave Digital is the head of our.
I was about to say he's here as well.
Dave Digital is a master mod all around the crypto space. That guy is one unique guy right there. You got to get to know Dave Digital. Same with Tony Biomex. So I let him know that we're on and said, hey, man, come on in.
No. And listen, guys, if you want, you're more than welcome to actually jump in live. I think I can have up to 10 people in here on this live stream. You're more than welcome. Link is in the description. I'll put it on again. I'm just going to link is in the live chat. I'll put it in again. Crypto Polo, am I pronouncing that right?
Pollo.
Sorry, no insults.
No, they're fine.
And Billy's the GOAT. There you go. Yes. Hashtag givers gain. I like that. Candy saying it's nice to be here and have some casual. Yes, no charts. Yeah. Although sometimes we let.
That's what I was gonna say. Sometimes there are.
I froze up again. Sorry, guys.
We're good. We got you. We got you. Whenever you freeze up, we got you.
I know you do. I love you guys. You guys are awesome. He says no charts here, but I'm thinking we let you go crazy with your charts once in a while, Joe.
Yeah, I do have my fun. But it's a great. I started seeing everybody popping in, all your people.
Yes,
so that's pretty cool.
That is great. I appreciate everybody being here.
Yeah, I was real fortunate a few months ago where I was just seeing who was live. And of course, I saw CryptoCoinMindSet. And I said, let me join and let me get on. And it's a really cool place. You know, every Friday night, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we just hang out. We talk
Yes.
crypto, we talk life, we talk whatever. It's a pretty cool time.
Yeah, like I was
But,
telling
yeah,
you
I was really
beforehand,
surprised.
we
Like I
go off
said,
the rails sometimes.
yeah, it was really surprised. Like I said, I logged in, I saw Crypto Billy. Was like, what's going on here? So that's pretty cool. Now, one
Paperclip, welcome.
thing that I absolutely love. This was some time ago. Crypto Billy, you know, of course, I'm going to his live streams or his Twitter Spaces on Tuesday, and he reached out to me one day, and he's like, yeah, you know, Trading Tuition, you know, I'm going to help you out. You kind of get your name out there. I said, dude, man, I don't got no money. Like, because everybody wants something from you. Everybody. I get so many people that reach out to me. It's like, yeah, you know, I'll help you with your thumbnails. I'll help you with your YouTube analytics. And then so Crypto Billy reached out to me, and he's like, yeah, Joe, or Trading Tuition, you know, I'll get the word out. It's like, dude, like, I don't got no money, man. Like, it's cool. And like, how much? And just curiosity. He goes, no, like, I believe in givers gain. And to me, to find people who don't want something from you, very rare, very rare. And like for me, and I told him too, I said, man, like, that's the motto I live by. You know, I never had a name for it, but I mean, that's what I do. I don't give to get, but you realize that when you give, you often get back. And so like me and him, like, we clicked right away. It's like, dude, I've been living this all my life. Now I got a name for it. So yeah.
Yeah, it's I think most of us that have formed this community have realized that it does manifest. And it might not be immediate, but these
Right.
gold nuggets pop up in your life, and it's like, listen, you want to hear a giver's gain story? I don't want to be Mike Hogan here, man, so I feel a
No,
little
no,
guilty.
You're the
please,
guest.
please.
You're the guest.
Told you, yes, exactly.
So by being in crypto, one day I was on a space and only knew the one guy, which was Seth, Mind Your Biz. He invited me up, and on the stage were other speakers that I didn't know, right?
Yep.
And the one guy was talking about his project, and he's in Hollywood. He's in they do movies, and he was talking about his project. So after the space, I DM'd him and said, "Man, that sounds very interesting. I'd like to know more." We started DMing back and forth. He started telling me about his space. I started going. We start to get to know each other. We eventually change phone numbers, right? So we can talk on the phone instead of all the DMs with Twitter and all this stuff. And I got to know him. And one day, my phone rang. It was Dylan. And this is from the Star Dogs community. If you haven't checked out Star Dogs, you want to. They're awesome. Okay,
Yes.
so what
I
they do.
concur.
Yeah, what they do is they're building Web3 Hollywood movies. They're also building a metaverse.
Wow.
And they
Okay.
also have an NFT project. If you buy one of their NFTs, they have a $30 million budgeted film coming up. And you get one of the NFTs, and depending on which one you get, you could have a speaker role in their movie if the NFT has like the microphone on it. But anyways, this is what happened. He calls me and says, "Hey, we're filming in South Carolina. I live in South Carolina. Do you want to go and be in this Hollywood film?"
Nice.
I went. This week here, it came out. And I was in Knoxville. Fiat Job had me up in Knoxville. And I went to the big screen on Wednesday night in Knoxville, Tennessee. And I want to tell you something. To see yourself on the big screen in a movie theater,
That must be a thing.
that is a bucket list item, man.
That must
That
be a
was
thing.
so amazing. And there you go. By whatever I could do to help Star Dogs, I started talking to people about it, just like I am with you guys right here. I'm
Yep.
just putting it out there. You guys do whatever you want to do, but I am at least trying to foster and perpetuate a company I believe in and people I believe in. That doesn't mean everybody's going to go there just because I've said it, and I don't want them to, because that's crazy. I
Sure.
wouldn't do that. But it does help, right? It brings one or two people, few eyes come in. And Dylan just so appreciated that. He's appreciated the assistance and the help that I've given him. I've been co-host now on their Twitter space a few times because we built trust and credibility, and
Yep.
we do what we say we're going to do. And so I got this movie role, man, and that's
That just-
I didn't want anything. I didn't expect anything. It just
Yep.
happened. It just
Yep.
happened. So yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah, oh, that it's great when stuff happens like that. We got so many people. I know you were chatting. I'm just flipping up comments here.
Are you able to say the movie that you were in?
Yeah, it was called God's Not Dead. God's Not Dead. It's in theaters right now. Go check it out.
I was gonna say, isn't that out right now?
Right now. Yeah, I just saw it
Yeah,
Wednesday.
I saw the post too.
Yeah. I see Ada Ace is in here. What's up, Ada Ace? Good to see you, brother.
Yeah, we got so. I can't
Alexander
even keep up with everything.
G. She is like Dave Digital. She is the best mod out there. If you need a mod,
She's the mod queen.
give her a bar. She's awesome. She is freaking awesome, man.
She's the mod queen.
She's the mod queen. We love
Easy
Alexander
there.
G.
I don't even have mod status on YouTube.
Sorry.
Well-
I don't either, I don't think.
But I've got admin status on StreamYard, so
You
I don't
do.
know.
Yes, you do. Listen, I've got a lot, and this is great. I love the fact that we got so many people here because I would love all of you to vote. I know I talked about it, and if you guys don't mind, I want to kind of revisit it a little bit because this will be a great vote. I think
Say we
now with all
got
those
what,
people in
almost
here.
10 people in since last time you asked about the vote?
Yeah, or more actually. Yes. So listen, what I do, and I'm going to bring it up on the screen. Every Friday, I try to show people how they can dollar cost average into crypto with as little as $25, because I'm coming from this and trying to show people who I know are struggling, who I know are just like paycheck to paycheck just doesn't cover it. But yet they're still interested in crypto. They still might want to get in, that kind of thing. So I always try to help out with that. So I try to do it live because people are just like, what's $25 going to do? So I try to show them, and then we go back, probably once a quarter or so and check out the previous portfolios and see. So basically what I do is I take, of the $25, 15 goes into Bitcoin every week. And then I let everybody in the chat vote on what we're going to dollar cost average into. Every 6 months, I change it up. And this last half, 2024 DPIM projects. These are the DPIM projects that are on the voting block. So I would love everyone to put their vote for one of these into the live chat. It's Deeper Network, which is for those who don't know, decentralized VPN. Dynex, think quantum computing, AI. Fry's crypto. So that's, what did we say? That was IoT kind of thing. Flux and Render. Most of you guys know Flux and Render. So please stick your votes into the live chat. I would love to do a huge vote like this. We got about an hour and 10 minutes left on the vote. Thanks, guys. Let me sit there spewing all that there.
Hey, it's no problem.
Wow. I can't even. Hopefully this. If you see something in the chat that needs to go up there, but no, you got access. Take care of it because I can't keep up here. Appreciate everybody being here, and I gotta say thanks to Crypto Billy here, because obviously you've brought them all with you. So I
The whole family. Love it.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Well, it's all about the community. It's not about me. It's truly all about the like-minded people that we have in our community, and we are building such a well tight-knitted group of like-minded people. And it's going to be amazing in a year from now, 2 years from now. It's just going to be amazing because we all really, really do believe in the giver's gain pathway, and we conduct our lives that way. And it's just something magical that's occurring. And I'm just happy to be a part of it, really.
Here we go. And this was something that you mentioned while you were chatting. It says, what's that, tomorrow night, 6 p.m. Eastern time?
Yep.
Okay. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, it is a great community there too as well. Now, they do talk about their project, but it's kind of like a boutique community, in that we get to talking about all kinds of crazy stuff too that have absolutely nothing to do with crypto. So
I understand.
So we do. If you come into that and during that segment, you might be wondering, you're like, what in the world are they talking about? They're talking
Yep.
about Krispy Kreme donuts.
Nice.
You know?
Oh, there's plenty of times we get off
Yeah, we
topic.
go down those rabbit.
And then after
all too
this,
often.
we do after hours crypto, and it's
Yeah,
Unfiltered.
it's pretty much anything goes there
Yeah.
for the most part.
Lots of
And
stories. So yeah, it's pretty
all right, we got story time. Joe always has story time. Paperclip voting for Fry. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. Your vote has been recorded.
Piper,
But,
if you want to come on, we've had an open invite. Biomax, Red, you guys know how to use StreamYard. It's StreamYard.
Yeah, I'll put the link in again. That way,
So if you guys wanna
you
come
guys
on-
are all welcome.
Dave,
yeah. I just put the link back in.
you
like
just
2
did?
minutes
Oh.
ago. Yeah.
Okay.
I know it's last minute, but hey, if you got time, jump on in. Let's have some conversation.
Yeah, absolutely. The more the merrier. That's the way I see it. I mean,
Oh, there's
Sometimes-
Alex O.
sometimes
Alex
Man,
O.
the
too
myth, the
many.
legend,
Alex
part
O,
2.
I'm
Alex
here
O.
for Billy. There you go. Love it. All right,
He's-
Paperclip. Whenever you're set, brother, come on in. Nice. I want to give props to my boy Joe for working so hard with his charts. Man's, I'm sorry, old man eyes here. I'm trying to read this thing. Tough of the week. A game constantly. That's true. I don't know. You know, you and I were talking beforehand about, you know, how I'm like 5 days a week. This guy's 7 days a week. I don't know how he does it. And sometimes multiple times a day. He and I are live Mondays in the morning. It's crazy. This guy just doesn't stop. Doesn't stop. Matter of fact, let's put that up here. So for those who don't know, go ahead, Joe, do it. Give him the elevator pitch.
Elevator pitch. So of course I go live every day, Monday through Monday, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I show you basically how to trade in the most simplistic form, like support resistance. That's key. And then of course, you know, I do use some technical terms, but anytime I say any kind of like big word, I always break it down, what it means in the simplest form. Because most times you'll hear people say, you know, break a structure, or, you know, swing, or SFP, or liquidity, or whatever the words are. And if you're brand new, you don't know what that means. So what I do is I say the word, and if it's an abbreviation, I say the complete word, and then I give the definition, and then I show what it is, and then I even break it down further to the simple form. It is basically a wick, and that's saying buying pressure or selling pressure. So it should hopefully, maybe, possibly do this. So I just break it down. That's what I do. Now, what I do recommend is Alex O Crypto. This dude is an absolute beast. Man, this dude's a beast. I saw him one day, and he did a trade. It didn't go his way, and instead of making excuses like all the other people, he's like, hey, it didn't go. You know, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. And I say that all the time. I was like, man, and I even put in the comments like, dude, man, props to you, because everybody else is going to give an excuse. Oh, well, if you look on this time frame, it did this, and there was, you know, whatever. This guy, like and so I was like, let me watch him more. And I started watching him, and it's like, this dude's the real deal. So I recommend everybody watching him. He will break it down. He like shows you like how to trade. So I just started watching him too. Like I knew about him, but that day when I saw him actually trade, I was like, okay, he's a goat. So give you a heads up.
That's right. Alex
let's
is a great
see here.
person too. He's a great person too. Just I don't want to share your personal baggage there, Alex, but you know,
Welcome.
He just became a dad, so that's so remarkable.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we got the Piper. We got the Army Piper, the man
Army Piper in
himself.
the house.
What's
Welcome,
up,
sir.
fellas? How you doing?
Good to see you, brother. Good to see
Doing
you.
good, doing good.
Thanks for jumping in.
Oh no, thanks for having us, man. Thanks. I saw Billy in here. I saw Ti. I was like, I guess I'm on the rocks tonight. So here we
Join
are.
the party.
There you go. Excellent. Excellent. And, you know, yes, alcoholic beverages are encouraged. Just saying.
Yes.
I was just gonna say we haven't done it yet, but What's
Yeah,
everybody
we haven't done a
drinking
cheer.
on?
All right, last one. Everybody want to get a cheers in here? Let's
Cheers.
All right,
Mexican
cheers. Even if
Coca-Cola
you ain't got
work?
the alcoholic beverage, you got water. That's cool.
I got water.
All right, I'm out. I gotta go refill. So
While you're
I don't know.
refilling,
Somebody take
gonna-
control.
while you're refilling, I'm gonna let people know about Piper Academy. Man,
Okay.
all this stuff as far as the economy and all this stuff goes over my head big time. But every single day, Monday through Friday, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, I have to see what's going on with the market. And Piper's Academy, he breaks it down. And of course, everybody here is from Piper Academy, or everybody knows Piper, but like he really does break it down. And he'll tell you what it is, he'll tell you the results, but he doesn't just read, oh, it's a 2.5, or it's 25 basis points, 50. He tells you what it means. And for me, like all these other places that I was watching, they would just, oh, it's 50 basis points. Is that good? Is that like I don't know. But Piper, he breaks it down, and man, the first couple of times I saw that, I was like, okay, this is the place where I'm gonna be. So thank you, Piper. Appreciate you, man.
Hey, I appreciate you, bro. I'm just trying to educate. You know, that's what I try to
Tell
do.
you what,
educate
man,
people.
Even when I miss it, because I've stayed up all night trading or with the group or whatever, and I wake up, it's 10:30. It's like, dang it. Like I'll watch that replay, leave the comments and everything. Is like, I'm here, I'm late, but I'm here for class. So, yeah.
Well, let me say this too. One of the things I think distinguishes Army Piper from a lot of other channels is he's just not reading a chart or a script or a blog off a news clip. He understands what
Yes.
all of that means, and he delivers it in a way that is sincere, truthful, meaningful, and it resonates, because you can tell he's just not like reading this news clip. He understands what that means, and then he connects the dots and he tells you what it means to you and what you need to watch out for. And that, my friend, is a special gift. And that also means that he's studied this for many, many years, and he understands it and can break it down and put it into everyday layman's terms. And that's, to me, what makes Army Piper so different than so many other people.
Yeah,
I
I agree,
appreciate
100%.
all that, bro. Appreciate
Yeah,
all that. We actually had that situation this week because everyone assumes we got 50 basis point cut, and so now loan rates should come down. And I said no, that's not going to be the case at all. The 10-year yield is what is the foundation of what mortgage rates and auto loan rates are going to be, because a bank looks at it and goes, oh, I can put money in this 10-year yield and that's going to pay me this much. Why would I give somebody that's a risk a loan to make an APR back? So that yield pumping up the way it's doing right now, the 10-year, is we're actually going to end up with higher loan rates for the
absolutely.
retail, while corporations and companies and banks can borrow money cheaper. So this 50 basis points, while the 10-year yield is going through the roof right now, which means, by the way, that people are selling them. That's why it's going up. They have to entice people over, right? It's actually creating even bigger rift between the rich getting richer and the poor staying poor. So don't think that 50 basis point rate cut is going to make your car loan cheaper next year. You're going to be paying more for your car probably next year. So
Yeah, and I'm in the home building business as my fiat job, my real career. And it's hard to explain that to people, but it's all true. It's mortgage rates for new home construction, they probably bottomed out, and they're probably going to start creeping back up. And that's from the bankers that are telling us.
I pump those numbers up. Those are rookie numbers in this racket.
I hear you, man. So yeah, right on the mark again, man. Right on the mark again. Piper knows. He's on it.
Nice.
Hey, Piper, your YouTube channel is Piper Academy, correct?
correct. Yep.
Okay.
There's like seven content creators over there. We're trying to create the moral and ethical 24/7 channel. We won't say any names.
I put your link in chat.
Awesome.
And up on
Appreciate
screen
you, bro.
real quick.
Yeah.
Well, at first I searched Army Piper, but it said you had 2 videos.
Yeah, I got
and
somebody
like
else. I was
103,
doing
and
the
I'm
same
like,
thing.
there's got to be something else. But It's in the
Yeah,
more info.
It's right there. It's right there. Piper Academy, the blockchain P&A. So that's
There
it.
you go.
Nice.
Did you say you put it in? Oh yeah, I see it. I see it.
Yeah.
Perfect. Want to make sure.
Appreciate it, fellas. Appreciate it.
Yeah, no, of
And
course.
shout out,
My
I got
goodness.
some alumni in here too. So shout out to all my alumni.
Yeah, that's my alumni. You know what I mean?
Gotta give them love. So
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
right. That's right.
That's all right. This is it's going so fast. Somebody in here was saying something about most people go out on Friday nights, but I'm here with you guys. We save you money from going out on Friday night. Sit here, shoot the shit, have a drink here, and then boom, it's all good.
I'm watching trades on a Friday night. That's what I do.
There you go.
How's everybody reacting to the what's going on the market close of the day, and how are we going to move into the weekend? Can I set up any trades? Should I even trade at all? Should I not touch anything and just enjoy time with the wife? Whatever. So
Yep.
That's how the weekend goes.
I understand.
Yeah, for me, I normally make bad decisions on the weekends, but thanks to Crypto on the Rocks, it saved me a lot of money, so it's a good thing. I look forward to it.
Yeah, not just money, but bail money.
Yeah, bail money. I was like, hey guys, I need your phone number. I need bail money. I mean, just in case.
It's
I offered bail money for how many months?
Yeah, you're doing good, Joe.
Yeah, I'll tell you what,
Joe,
I am doing good.
In jail and you need bail money, you can hit me up, man.
Hey, I'm gonna get everybody's number because who knows?
I got you, Joe. I got you.
Yeah.
So Piper, do you happen to have that little prop that you normally have sitting up on a nice little display right handy
here
with you?
It's right there. Here,
we haven't
switch.
told these guys about that yet.
Oh, well, let me flip around here. Let me switch a camera angle because it's going to go off of my my virtual camera here. But let me go to. Oh no, I guess I can't. Here, yep. Let me reach over and grab it.
Yeah, man.
There
And
we
I'm
go.
loving it. We're having a party over here.
That's a good party.
Friday
And
night
a party in chat too.
Oh heck
Yeah,
Ladies
it
and
is.
gentlemen.
I've given up trying to keep up with it at this point. It's crazy. All right, what
Ladies
do we
and
got?
gentlemen,
Says,
if
let's
you
go.
are
That's
looking
the light.
for what to do this weekend with your kids, there's nothing better than education and academics. And if you're going to teach them something that will carry them through their entire life. Might I recommend A Bridge to Bitcoin? This is a children's book written by Billy Goat Tales, and he can tell you the rest about it. But absolutely one of the best purchases that I've made. I've got one for my niece, got one for my 25-year-old, even though it's more of a kid's book. He's still my kid. I don't care. And this is the book that you need to get.
It's
So
on Amazon.
yeah, it's on Amazon. Just a query Billy Goat Tales, Bridge to Bitcoin. And so our team, myself and our team, wanted to give back to the crypto community. And what does McDonald's do, right? All these people ramping up, they start with the Happy Meal, right? Get you early, and you grow up and you're still going back to McDonald's, right?
Right.
So we wanted to touch the children in a positive way and keep them safe, right? So that book is based on, I don't know if you guys know this or not, but have you ever heard of the Three Billy Goat Gruff, the folk tale, the children's folk tale?
I have not.
It's that rhyme is basically old. It's an old folk tale. It's been reprinted over and over, and that story basically goes like this: there's three goats. They have to get over a bridge to get to the grassy meadow to where they can eat, and underneath the bridge is a troll, and the troll's trying to eat those three goats. And so what we did is we took that theme and we made it about crypto. We made it about our community is trying to help other people get over the bridge and safely get to Bitcoin. But there's a troll who we all know in the crypto world are these scammers and these shillers and scammers, and they're always trying to get your money. And so we wanted to write a story about that in a positive light for crypto and Bitcoin. And we wrote that book, and we actually are writing a few more as well. And it's just our way of giving back to the crypto space. So thank you for that, Rick. I appreciate that, man.
Of course, I got you, bro. Always.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Yeah, I had to pull it up on the Amazon and add it to my cart. I think I'm gonna buy 3 copies, one for each of my kids.
Oh man, thank you. Thank you.
I was gonna say, there you go. Bring that screen up if you can there, Bedell. That way, for those who haven't.
But
Put
be
it on
careful
my
with doxing.
phone.
Be careful with doxing yourself. Give me a heads up.
Yeah.
Oh,
all that
yeah.
account
Yeah,
information.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. You're logged into Amazon, aren't you? Sorry.
Yeah, I've done that before. It's like, yeah, I'm on because I'll tell people about Billy Goat Tells the book, and I'll put it as like, dang it. It's like, should I edit that? I was like, nah, just leave it there.
So,
But,
so
Did you hear about the?
Go ahead, Rick.
Did you hear about the lady that got she doxed herself for her cruise, and then her entire cruise got canceled? Did you hear about
Really?
that?
No.
Yeah,
No.
so she put it on Facebook and everything and showed a picture like, here's my cruise is scheduled, blah, blah, blah. Well, on there was the reservation number. And
Oh,
within
no.
30 days of a cruise, if you cancel, there's no refund within 30 days. It's 100%.
Wow.
It's like 75% loss or something like that. Well, she went to go get on the cruise and they said, you don't have a reservation. She's like, I do. It's right here. And they said, no, this was canceled like 3 weeks ago. Like,
Oh,
and it didn't require anything. There was no sign in. There was no, it was all she had to have was her last name and the reservation number to cancel it. And I was like, blockchain fixes so much of this stuff. Like,
Yep.
there's so many things you could have done on blockchain that you wouldn't have been able to just be a rando, look on Facebook and cancel an entire reservation and cost an entire vacation for a family. Like, it's pretty interesting.
Wow.
Well, speaking of, this just happened tonight. So, and Rick, right before you, a little bit before you got on, I told the story of, I got into Bitcoin in 17, but I really didn't do anything until 19. So I've been in the space for a few years now, but still, even today, I got scammed. And I know all the steps now, but I still got scammed because crypto requires you to not just know that particular blockchain and those protocols and everything within that blockchain. You can spend a whole year just learning, say, the Cardano blockchain to understand Pool PM and MinSwap and the NFTs and yes, all the councils and all of the, it take you a whole year just to immerse yourself in one layer, one blockchain to really feel like you can navigate it and know it, right? But in crypto, there's multiple blockchains and there's multiple communities, and you have to start learning things like Telegram and Discords. And so there's a big learning curve for all this stuff if you're not familiar with it. And I'm not a big Telegram guy because, in my opinion, it always feels like Telegram is like where a lot of things go wrong for people. I got in this Telegram group and so I kind of haven't really migrated to that, but I found someone that I very much trust and respect in the space. And I know that she is part of a very good project. And I have read the white paper, been to the website, and it's AI play, and read their, used their protocol, actually used their app, talked with the founder, myself, the very prestigious organization, very real world corporate America feel to it, to them. But today, because I'm not familiar with Telegram, pretty much all day long, the little icon that comes up, if you click on chats, you see all these different channels that you belong to. And all day long, I've been in and out of there talking with people because they're launching their token today. And so I've been trying to keep up with when they're launching. And throughout that whole space, it says many times, hey, there's a lot of fake contract addresses popping up. Be careful. Of course, we know that kind of stuff, right? And so I literally checked it, and it said, hey, it should be in the next hour or so. And I laid my phone down. I went to the sink, got some water, fed my dog, when I was walking back through my living room, my phone dinged, and it was the Telegram ding that I've been getting all day. And I opened it up, and right on top was the channel that I've been in all day. The icon, the logo, everything. And I clicked on it, and it said, "We're live. Here's the contract address. We're live." Since I had been in there and the icon was the same, and I knew it was getting ready to pop, I just copied the address, went to my Uniswap, put in $3,500 to buy it, and as soon as I bought it, I got it, and I text Redman, who's on our team, and Tony Balmex, and I said, "Here's the contract address, guys." And then I went back to Telegram, and as I scrolled down, I saw the other logo, which was the real logo in the real channel that I had been in all day. Somehow what Telegram, and everybody needs to know this, I always thought you had to join a Telegram group.
Nope.
You had to join it. Because I'm not familiar with Telegram. So I had to join that group when I originally joined. And they had to verify you're human, and they have a protocol that makes sure they allow you in. So I didn't know that people could put you in their channel. I did not know that they could add you to their channel. And so everything looked exactly the same. And because there was a little bit of FOMO occurring, and for me, it was I mean, I I made $3,500 on a trade this week. I told you guys about it. It was a great, it was a great trade, right? So I was like, I had that money. I'm going to try it on this long-term AI play. And I was just going to keep it in there anyways. I wasn't going to really try to flip it or anything. But I got scammed, man, and that's Crypto Billy right there. Got scammed today. I want to tell everybody because I want nobody else to get scammed like that. And I understand, like, normally my protocol would be to take that address, run it through Dex Screener, and make sure it's good. And I know all that stuff, but it was because I was just in that channel and the same beep. And when I went back to it, it was the top message with the same channel logo, and everything looked the same. And I was expecting them to announce they're going live or it's listed. And boom, I clicked on it. That's the message. It said, "We're listed. We're live now. Be careful. Be safe. Watch out for this and that." So I cut and pasted. I put it in Uniswap, and when I went back and saw the other channel, I said, "How do I have two channels? How do I? Wait a minute. I quickly texted Redman and Balmex, "Don't do it. It's a fake.
Abandoned ship."
and so if we can tell that story and help other people, we need to tell it. We need to, because again, it's not just about knowing the protocol or the layer 1 or layer 2. You also have to know these other things like Discord and Telegram, because I'm unfamiliar with it. It lit me up, man. It lit me up. So
I'm sorry to hear that, Billy. That's horrible.
Yeah,
man.
that's not good.
it's okay, man.
Did
I'd rather be
you-
me than somebody else, man.
So
Truly.
Did you see Lunar
take the
Beach?
3,500, or did they clear out your Uniswap wallet?
No, so it was a one-way contract. So in other
Okay.
words, you can send it, but you can't get it back. So it didn't affect like draining my wallet or anything. It
Thank
just
God.
There's good news in that story, but it's still bad news because there's been people where they've connected the wallet and it drains them.
And it's
completely.
two-way. Yep.
I'm familiar,
Did you see
man.
Lunar? Did you see Lunar Beach's crypto's comment, Billy?
No, man. What
Was
was
it
it?
He
the
said that's
gram?
why. He said I'm not a fan of the grams. Insta. What is it? Insta, Tella, Mamo.
That's why I put it up. It's hilarious. I love it.
Yeah. So one thing with for me personally, I don't like Discord because anytime you join a Discord group, there's literally 20 groups in that group. It's like, oh my gosh, and then you have
I know,
10
it's
groups
so
that
crazy.
have 20 groups. I prefer, for me personally, Telegram, but I've used Telegram for a while, so I know that. And one thing I tell everybody too, and I need to make videos and update the videos, but on Telegram, like if you have your phone number on there, everybody can see your phone number. So whenever I'm communicating with somebody and I see their phone number, like I have a screenshot of how to hide your number. And all you gotta do is go in settings, but settings, privacy, and then, just kind of push buttons, but it displays your phone number. So that's dangerous because, well, now they can text you on your phone. And of course, you can get a bunch of these text messages. Your parcel was returned. I never click on those, but it shows your phone number. Plus, you can be added to groups. I show you how to not be added to groups, to disable that. So there's a few things that can be done to kind of protect yourself, just like anything else. You join Discord and right away there's like 17, of whoever it is, the owner of the group, like they're all messaging you, but they have a dot or they have an O instead of a zero.
You can block all that too on Discord. All you got to do is say, you cannot send me a message.
I did that. I recently did that.
Okay.
Because before I'm getting like, I don't know, 17 maybe, Alex O cryptos, 14, Pipers, so many Cruxes, so many.
But there is like
17
Alex O cryptos, man.
It's like, wait a minute, like I'm already friends with,
He's everywhere.
Like, it's like, what's going on? But yeah, so I
Alex
finally
O,
did that.
Alex O's the Roy Kent of the crypto space. I'm here, I'm there, I'm every effing where. That's Alex O. So, no, I don't like Telegram either, Billy. People are like, trust me, Joe and I have had this conversation many times, and I'm like, I hate Telegram. It's nothing but scammers. And he's like, no, it's easy. Just do this. I was like, nope, not doing it. So, yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, man.
Well, it's okay. It gets to the heart of you. It's not just blockchain you have to learn to be immersed in this space.
True.
These are, a lot of ETH projects are big on Telegram. Seems like Cardano's big more on Discord. But to participate, like if there's a really good company, a protocol that you are interested in, and this one is really good. I really feel like it's it's worth my investment dollars. And so, but to participate, you have to know these other systems and these other apps, and it's not just the blockchain. So that's why I think until that's resistance, right? We're going to continue to have some resistance into this space because of how much you have to immerse yourself in learning all of this stuff. I mean, think about it when we came in, just setting up your wallet, right? Getting a wallet. There's all these things that you just like, what does this mean? What does this do? So there's a long ramping up process. And that's why I do think the ETFs, for the people that don't want to custody their own coins or really don't want to become involved in the ethos of crypto or the Bitcoin, that's an easy way for them to buy Bitcoin. And from that standpoint, hey, it's just going to help us, right? It's just going to help us. So I get it, because I'm 58, all of my brothers, I'm the youngest too. My oldest brother's 70. There's no way he's getting to learn a wallet or, getting into that stuff. But there is a way that he would go to his stock portfolio and buy a Bitcoin ETF pretty easily.
That ETF.
Yeah.
So I have a debate to settle out here. Let's hear your guys' input, because there's been a big debate going on this week between myself, BC Port Corp, who does Good Morning Crypto on our channel, Crux of Crypto. We've had a big debate, and it all spurred from Billy Goat Tells last Tuesday, Billy, when the guy said, how many different projects do you think were launched on Solana in this period of time? And it was like 400,000 projects. And I said, and it rolled around in my head for like 48 hours. And I said, you know what? We are never going to see anything great in the crypto space until someone goes through and cleans the sewage tank. Because right now, the crypto space is a sewage tank. It is so much garbage in it. These small projects of amazing promise and capability are lost in sewage. If you want to get to Bitcoin, you got to go move a turd or two to find it, right? That's how bad it is. And so I was like, I'm really starting to understand Bitcoin maxis. I'm starting to understand why do I want to risk any of my money, my hard-earned money that I'm hoping to grow? Why would I want to risk any of that and put myself exposed to garbage, right? And so we were talking about meme coins, like really the meme coin space. Yeah, you can make some quick money on it, and there's a lot of projects that you can flip in. But until retail comes in and puts more liquidity into crypto itself, really what we have right now is a very small cap of retail that came in with the same money, and they're just flushing on this project and then down, and then this project and then down. And so you got a lot of people that are just getting absolutely wiped out in all of the scams that exist and all of the rug pulls that exist, and they're never going to come back. That, like, I'm surprised as much retail that did come back, which by the way is very little. That's why you have it. That's why Cardano is 800% from its all-time high. Polygon Matic is actually getting ready to set a lower low than its bear market low in 2022. Retail hasn't really came back, and the ones that did, I'm surprised they did after Celsius, Voyager, FTX. Right. You know, we went from these exchanges being the rug pulls on everyone to now there's so much sewage. You'll trip over rug pulls getting to anything of value. And so I really think that we need a big flush out in the space of the sewage, the garbage that exists, because you're never going to get adoption rate. Everyone's talked about adoption rate. Well, you know who adopted into it? Scammers, rug pull artists. Right. That's what has really adopted into crypto. And so, you know, do you want to get on Telegram and try to make a quick, you know, amount of money off of this project as it ramps up 1,000x, or do you want to just play it safe and dollar cost average some Bitcoin? And there's nowhere really the in between for people. It's either here's your orange pill and you can DCA on Coinbase and have a good day, enjoy your life, or you can come over here and let me water hose you, and you can drink from this. And oh, by the way, sorry for the occasional fecal matter that finds its way into your world. But yeah, this has been a huge debate, and it really spurred off of Billy Goat Tales last week. So I would love to hear everyone's thoughts here. Is crypto on the rocks right now with all of this garbage that's going around in the crypto space, or do you think that this adoption helps? And to put a little piece of info on there that happened in this argument, he said, whenever Bitcoin goes up, everything goes up, though. And I went, that's not true. And I went through the top 1,100 segments. So like 0 to 100, 101 to 200. And as you got past the top 400, it was all red still for the past year. It's year over year. Crypto bubble was red. So just so you guys are tracking. But I'd love to hear everyone's input on that. Does this mean degenerate detract from the beauty of Bitcoin?
Does it detract? Yeah, absolutely. I don't think it's going to stop it by any means. Is it going to slow its roll or make the adoption a little bit slower? Sure, absolutely. But look, most of us, and you and I for sure, Rick, most of us came in through Bitcoin, most of us, and we had to learn a lot. Like the situation today was a 100% user error. That was user error. The problem there is most people haven't learned what I've already learned, or you've learned, or you guys on the panel here have learned, but even us, because we're unfamiliar with another facet of what you have to do in the crypto space, in this case, Telegram, you could still get burnt, and that's fecal matter. No doubt about it. That's fecal matter floating around. Fecal matter. But how you tell that story when you hear people that are not crypto people and you try to talk to them about crypto, they've only heard the bad stuff, right? They've heard. So how I tell that story is, first and foremost, is it's user error. See, it could be spun that, yeah, the scammers got me, or, you know, and did they? Yeah, but who clicked the button? I did. Yeah. You see, so you got to own your own decisions. You got to own what you do. And I'm going to use this story to help people stay safe and let them know it's okay. If anybody tries to say they haven't lost a trade, or if anybody tries to say that they haven't been ever liquidated, or anybody tries to say that they haven't clicked on the wrong link and lost money, well, come on. If you've been in this space long enough, you've done some of that stuff, you know. Oh, yeah. So I just want to make sure we use it as a learning tool for other people, so they don't have to feel the pain that I felt today, or other people may have felt in the past.
I've lost tens of thousands of XRP because you have to put in your wallet address when you're sending it, and then you have to put in.
Oh yeah.
It was like another address. I don't know.
Is it the
and
memo?
I missed
The
like
memo?
It's called the tag ID.
yeah, yeah, and
Yeah,
I missed
tag
like
ID.
one
That's
letter.
it.
I missed one letter on the ID, and it just
Got it.
now it's just gone. Like I'm like, but where if I sent it and nobody received it, do I get it back at some point? Apparently not.
No, off into
Yeah,
the
I've done
nethers.
that before, doing it to a different chain, BNB chain instead of Ethereum chain, because the BNB chain was cheaper. It's like, oh, I'll save a lot of money, and I transferred all of it. It's like, where is it? It's like, oh no. And then I've done that. I've actually done that like 3 times. The first one was by accident. The other 2 times was because I was in a rush, and it was already like the last one there. I was like, whoops. So yeah.
And then I lost my
Exactly.
There it is. Well, and I've actually answered a lot of questions, people like videos I've done, because I'm a big proponent of Tangent Wallet. I love Tangent, but you know, trying to move their money into the Tangent Wallet, but they're doing it from on the wrong chain, and that's like huge. I can't even tell you how many questions I've answered about that.
Test sins.
Yeah, exactly.
I
But that's one,
always
of those
do
things,
that too.
that's one of those things we learned in crypto, though. Test
Yes.
sense. Like if you looked at somebody and said, "Hey, I want to send you $1 real fast on Cash App through my from my
Right.
bank to yours," and they said, "Why are you only sending me $1? The bill's $150 tested. I'll send you the 149 after." They'll look at you cross-eyed like, "What is wrong with you?"
Like,
I've
why?
been in
Yeah,
crypto. I've been in crypto for more than 3 years, man.
yeah.
That's right.
I've been
man.
burned before.
Yeah.
But to answer the original question, which was, you know, do we got to wade through the turds? And I am with you. Now, don't get me wrong. I understand that, you know, people like the whole meme coin, you know, make me rich. They listen to the, you know, Doge millionaires, this, that, and the other thing. I think there's a place for meme coins, but it shouldn't be this easy to go on to Solana or Tron or one of these other layer ones and just pop up a meme coin in 10 minutes for next to nothing. And yeah, that it needs to be cleaned out, and the legitimate shit needs to be what is there. So I'm with you. I think it screws the space in the long
Yeah,
run.
It
It
does.
does.
With regard
It does.
to
It
adoption.
does.
I'm going to launch a meme coin tomorrow, by the way, called GOAT.
There it is.
I want to tell everybody that it's for givers gain, but I'm just going to rug pull everyone. So make sure you
heard it
short
here
clip
first,
this.
everybody. Yeah.
Short clip this. If you see GOAT, get in quick so that you can be part of the VCs, and then everyone after us, they'll be the liquidity exit, and then you know. If there's nothing you could do, there's nothing Billy could do if I decided I was going to do that and like say it was all about giving. That's problematic, and I love the freedom that crypto gives, but I also think that creates a lot of opportunity for bad actors and nefarious. There's an intel word for you from the military days. Nefarious actors in the space, and so. Yeah, it's definitely a dangerous place for those that are not educated. And that's why it's so important for the people that are out here every day putting in the work and the effort to educate their listeners and viewers. Because let's be honest, no one's getting this education at school. No one's getting this education from their financial advisor. They're learning about the greatest money-making asset that you will ever put your hands on from people on YouTube. And that's why it's important to select who you listen to, who you learn from, and then verify and validate. Don't just listen to someone and go with it. Verify and validate, confirm, confluence. Like, let me get this answer 5 more times from 5 other people unrelated to this individual, and then I'll try it with like 1%. We'll go from there, right? So we have more responsibility on our shoulders as content creators in this space than we realize. So.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean,
agreed.
with all the like Solana meme coins and the Tron meme coins, like there needs to be a way to like get through all that shit. You know, there needs to be some way that they need to verify each coin before it even gets listed.
Can I
you
way.
mentioned like you were talking about GOAT. I bet you could get on Solana or whatever meme coin right now.
It's already gone.
GOAT,
It's
and
already
there's probably 10,000 of them.
He's already rug pulled. You missed it.
It's already done.
Exactly.
No, there's a Jimmy Kimmel video, and I would play it, but you would get demonetized. So I'm not even going to do that. But anyway, it's Jimmy Kimmel, and he's talking about Donald Trump using Bitcoin. And he goes, and we're going to my crypto expert, and the guy's wearing the gold suit jacket, and he's like, hey, what's up, Jimmy? We got this right here, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, you can get in this project right now. It's got the developers of Uniswap. And he's saying all the names, right? And he goes, do you want in on it? And he goes, I don't even understand. He goes, it's too late. It's too late. It's all you. That's already rugged. It's already down. Like, that's the crypto space. This is the mainstream perception of the crypto space.
Yep.
And it's a horrible thing. But to answer the thing that you was talking about with Ton and Solana being able to restrict it, there's an answer to that. It's called centralization, and that's not the answer for crypto either. So, because in order to make a control entry into the blockchain, the main net, you would have to have centralization, and that's antithesis to what Bitcoin is. So
exactly.
Yeah, it's a between a rock and a hard space, really, in reality. So
yeah, Buck says here it's called the SEC. No thanks. Yeah.
Exactly. Hey, that's one of my alumni too. Shout out to Buck. Glad you're here, man.
And 100 Air, welcome. Appreciate you being here. And listen, bud, no worries. You come and go. You can join. Great. You're tired. Relax, man. Just relax. Be in the chat. It's all good. Appreciate you being here, man. Don't forget to vote. You know the drill.
And welcome, Paperclip.
Yeah, sorry. I just kind of tossed you in here. We were all in the middle of talking there.
What's up, Paperclip? How you doing, man?
I'm doing good. Sean,
Good to meet you, brother.
Nice to meet you.
You know what you were just talking about when that kind of topic comes up with like, okay, centralization is the answer. A lot of, I'm hopefully not gonna alienate anybody right now, but a lot of maxis will say, wow, the space needs to self-regulate. It's this anyway. That's it. Blah blah blah. Let all the other shit coins fight it out. Do you really think, one, that it's one and done, and two, do you think it's like the space itself can self-regulate to kind of weed out the turds we've been talking about?
I think that you're going to have situations where it's going to take time. It's going to take time. Remember, it took one individual coming in to fix the banks after the Great Depression, and that was J.P. Morgan. He's gone now. By the way, if anybody thinks that JP Morgan's still alive, he's not. That's Jamie Dimon, totally different dude. JP Morgan is the one that came in to fix the banks, and came in at the behest of the federal government. They were like, nobody trusts the banks anymore. Can you do something? And then the FDIC and all that. But that's the point that I make out to people when they say, yeah, but it's not FDIC insured, this and that. I'm like, the fact that you need something to be secured from them doing something wrong should tell you how messed up your banking system is, right?
That's a very good point. Never thought of it like that.
Right.
I look at a lot of stuff that way. So I really think that there's not going to, in order for it to self-regulate, you would have to have everyone all at once go, okay, we're going to do good with this power of crypto, right? The blockchain is for good now, and that's never going to happen. There's always majority. I would say a majority of human beings do not have good intentions. 22 years in the Army has jaded me. I'm sorry. It's
okay.
The majority of people do not have good intentions. If given the opportunity to do something that is ill-intentioned, they will do so if they think they can get away with it. And because of the anonymity that exists inside the blockchain, it's really easy for someone to do that. So no, I don't know that it will ever self-regulate. I just think it's a matter of education. And when people, it's like the bad dog, right? He'll bark and whine, and if you go over and pay attention to him, because he's doing that, what will he do? He will continue to bark and whine. But if you ignore him, he will eventually stop barking and whining, right? So I think that's really what will have to happen, is that people, because there's no money in this, people know the game now, and eventually it will just die away and stop happening. But I'd like at least stop happening as much as it does. So
I'd like to do the space on that sometime, Rick. That to me is so interesting. That why do people have bad intentions, and what makes that occur, and why does the world also have to think about it in those terms to be safe? That to me is so intriguing because to me,
That would be a good space.
yeah, because you know what it means to me is that's what happens when you remove God from a country. That's what starts to break down, is your morals and values and beliefs, and so I think you're right. I think we are here, and I think we need to talk about how it happened, why it happened. One of the side projects for 20 years over 20 years that I researched out, and it's so beautiful in the crypto space because I used to not have these like-minded people around me. I was like the lone thinker, man. And it's like these people are like, why do you even care about that? You know? And I'm like, because it's interesting and I want to understand it. But for over 20 years, I read every single canon that is printed on the planet. I tried to understand where we came from. Why are we here? How did it all start? What does the Hindus believe? What does the Chinese believe? What does the Mayan? The Mayan Bible is called the Popol Vuh. I've read the Popol Vuh. You read the Mayan, and you really can glean some really good human characteristics from going way back in time to the old days, right? And so really what I discovered was that everything isn't what it seems. And I think we should have a conversation about that because I personally believe it's eroding, that we have to think like that and be that way, is because when you remove any higher power at all, then it's just us. Like we're serving the government. We're serving our mom and dad until they're gone, or their grandma and grandpa did there. But it's like I'd love to have a space on that. We'll have to do that sometime, Rick. I think it's a very interesting conversation.
Well, because I can even bring a little bit of different perspective. Because while we're on the theology topic here, I'm not really religious. I'm spiritual. If someone said, "Are you a Christian?" I would say, no. But I do believe, I do have faith. Okay. I'm an agnostic, still search. I've studied the Zoroastrian. I've studied, Hindu, Christianity, Islam. I was an Islamic cultural planner. Like I would tell the colonel, this is what you need to do when you go into integrate into Islamic conversation, dialogue, norms, stuff like that. Right. So, got taught from like a Shiite cleric from Iran and one from the Balkan Islands, a Sunni, so I taught all that stuff. I truly believe at the end of the day, no matter what religion you believe in, no matter what your faith is, they are all guidelines and baselines for how you integrate into humanity in the most moral and ethical way possible, where your intentions are not just for your expansion, well-being, and growth, but for society's expansion, well-being, and growth, because you are a piece of something bigger.
That's right.
And I think that even when you go back and look at the foundations of all of the different religions, they all had a basis. Our people are acting like absolute animals. We need to give them some way to not just devour and eat themselves from the inside out, right? And so even when you look at it from that perspective, whether it be the foundation of your beliefs that cause it, and you live a better life in a better world and live for others, not just yourself, #GiversGain, or whether it be for a matter of, I understand the intention. I hear smart people all the time that are like, I'm educated, I believe in science, I don't need religion. Cool. Then you should absolutely still understand the basics of the need of faith and the moral and ethical guidelines that they place into the world and follow them. If you're that smart, you should be able to do that. So no matter how you look at it from a spiritual, a religious, a true faith believer, there's a foundation that if you're a smart person and your intent is to be better than the sum of one, then you should be able to adopt and run with all of these mentalities, ideologies, and baselines, guidelines for how to interact into the world and realize that it's not just me. Army of One was the worst slogan ever for the military. It doesn't work for society either. So,
yeah, we need hope and we need faith to carry on. You get rid of hope and you get rid of faith, and it is going to be a demise. You have to think about anything. If You can't win a race if you don't believe you can win the race. You have to believe. You have to
Right.
believe. And
Right.
that's faith. That's faith. Faith is the substance of that hope for and evidence of that not found. You got to have faith. And so faith and hope is very much a critical part of any country's glory and any country's success. And we are people that are just made up of that country. And we should be understanding that we're connected to everybody in this space right here, everybody in the chat. We're all in this together. We're all need each other. We can't do it by ourselves. We have to connect and be with each other, and we have to build our own trust and credibility so that we can grab each other's hand and go through this space together, unified, without worrying about some guy stabbing you in the back. You know,
Spot on, bro. Spot on.
there's a
Hey,
difference
can I give a
between
shout out?
being naive and being just silly. Right? You can't be naive, but
Spot on, Billy.
yeah.
I want to give a shout out to Crux of Crypto. I'm just talking about him. He heard his name. If you say his name 3 times, he appears like Beetlejuice. He's here. So shout out to Crux of Crypto and shout out to the investing bros. They're in here also. So lots, family friends are in here. They're coming in force. But I've got to hop out of here because my other family, the wife and the dog out there are waiting for me to go do some stuff. I got to go drive to Phoenix tomorrow, so we got to get some stuff done.
Oh,
But I appreciate all of you for letting me come on here and still some center space here. I appreciate you all and much love to everybody. I subbed, so we're good to go there. And Ti, Billy Goat Tells, Crypto Billy, and Paperclip. If they drop a link, I'm gonna get on. I'll be listening in, man, to hear what you got to say. So I appreciate all of you guys. Thank you very
Thanks
much.
for being
Jeremy.
here, man.
Thank
Thank
you,
you
man.
so
Appreciate
much.
you.
Thanks, Piper.
No,
Appreciate
thanks,
it.
brother. Piper.
Hey, Bedell, can you make sure that his channel makes it back in the chat? That way people can sub, show him some love, please.
Yeah, come
Yeah.
join the academy. Always a seat in the classroom at the academy, guys. So
Appreciate
Yes,
it.
and Army is killing it. Army is absolutely killing it. He's got a early morning show. Then, of course, the 9:30 that I always try my best to get. And then, of course, Monday through Thursday, 8:30 p.m., the nightcap. So he's killing it. And there's a lot of YouTubers in here today. A lot of great people, man. Very fortunate. And
This is
Crypto
great.
Billy, man.
Yeah, he
like I said,
brought them
I'm
all.
very,
brought them all.
very happy you're here, man.
Yeah,
Very
thank you.
We're all in it together, man.
I
So-
agree with that. Can I just ask a question, Billy? You were talking about faith, and I agree with you 1,000%. I don't generally talk about it on Crypto on the Rocks because I'm sitting here drinking while I'm doing it. But
That's okay.
in many of my other live streams, I do, and I've done dedicated live streams with regard to that. But in particular, I did an interview with Pastor Alan Armstrong. Are you familiar with him? He wrote the Bible and Bitcoin. Are you familiar with that book?
Oh yeah. Okay, I didn't recognize the name, but I recognized the book. Yeah.
Yeah. Did you? If you, yep, that's it right there.
Yeah.
I sent it. I sent Bedell a copy. Exactly, the Bible and Bitcoin. I'll tell you what, great book. And I hadn't looked until I read that. I hadn't really looked Bitcoin in particular, but crypto in general through that particular lens. And since I started looking at it in that lens, that's primarily the only lens I can look at it through. Yeah, you go off and you know how to do this, how to do that. But then at the end of the day, why are you doing that? It's because you want to help somebody to not have to go through the headache. That's why I started my YouTube channel. So I didn't have to, I mean, I could document, obviously, but then so the next person didn't have to spend the 10 hours I spent to figure out how the hell to do something,
Yeah.
So, I mean, by all means, if you want to comment on the book or whatever, matter of fact, if people are interested, I have a couple of copies left that I will raffle one off tonight before we go. Hashtag Givers Gain can be in the chat and I'll pull it out of there and we'll do a raffle.
I want one. I want one.
Who said that?
Me.
Paperclip.
I want one.
I'll see if I got a spare one just for you, Paperclip. But I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, Billy. Go ahead.
No, it's all good. It's all good. Look, none of us really directly one-to-one make any profit when we are trying to tell people about Bitcoin, right? It's not like we're selling it. We're not getting a commission.
Yeah, no commissions
Right?
here. Yeah.
Right? So why do we do it? Why are we passionate about it? Why do we do it? Well, for me, I'll speak for myself here. The kids today, so the 30 somethings today, man, it wasn't like when I was in my 20s and 30s. It's harder. Like, for instance, when I was in my 20s, a new house was 3 times your earnings. So if you made 40 grand a year, a nice house you could buy would be 3 times your annual. Today, it's 10 times your earnings.
Yep.
So when we say that, when our kids, and my kids are older, right? They're 36 and 31. When I see them struggling, I see them so struggling.
Yes.
And the only way they're going to break through and out is to buy Bitcoin. That's the only way they're going to do this, man, unless they get lucky. And my son's a doctor. Okay, he's an anesthesiologist. He's a doctor. But I'm telling you, doctors, first of all, they come out of med school with hundreds of thousands of dollars of debt. How'd you like to come out of med school, put in 13 years, and have $700,000 of debt, and you don't even own a house, and the cars you're driving are the cars that I bought him back when he was going to undergrad, right? And so they're getting old 13 years later. So even though there might be high wage earners, the debt that they have and the cost of a house,
right?
It's not enough, even as a higher wage earner. And so their only freedom, their only ticket is for themselves, unless their mom and dad are super wealthy and they, grant them generational wealth. They're going to have to get into Bitcoin. So the passion comes from helping and trying to serve and allowing them to better their lives. That's what the passion comes from. It doesn't come because I'm earning a commission, because we don't earn a commission.
There is none. No.
There is none. So I look at it, probably, I haven't read that book, but I did see it at the, when I was at Bitcoin 2024 here in Nashville. They had a bookstore there, and it was there, and I did pick that book up and look at it, but I didn't purchase that one. But yeah, I'm familiar.
You know what? I'm gonna grab the copy. We'll raffle off. So again, I had it here and I just took it down. Hashtag Givers Gain in the chat, and we'll let it go for another 10 minutes. 10 minutes, and then I'll pull the comment picker and we'll raffle one off. I'm gonna go get it so you can see. There's not a lot to it. It's a quick read, but I don't know. If you're into the Bible, if you're into Bitcoin and you're into crypto, that is a must read. It's quick. It's simple. I'm gonna grab it real quick. He's already got a copy. Yeah, we'll bring you.
I can just show my copy.
Turn it sideways so people can see how. No, the other way so they see that side. It's not a big book, and the very end of that book is a training for pastors to teach their churches about Bitcoin.
Yeah. So the last page.
Yeah, hold on. I'll bring it up.
It's 110. It's 110 pages.
There you go.
Not too bad.
Yep. And like I said, good read, easy read, pulling the quotes right out of the Bible. He talks about what he calls God's monetary policy. And if you're interested in watching that, I don't have the link readily available. I'll try and go grab it and put it in the chat in a minute. But you want to watch the interview I did with him. We walked through the entire book. It was a great interview, a little over an hour long. And it's definitely worth the read. Definitely worth the read. So make sure you put hashtag Givers Gain here in the chat. So we'll give that away tonight.
So I was just gonna say something like how none of us. So I'm 32, and none of us young adults are ever gonna be able to afford a house. So I live in Vancouver. I live in Vancouver, Canada, one of the most expensive places to live in the world. So me and my ex, we lived on this street, and it literally was like we were renting a condo, and but the street was just full of crack houses, just small little boxes, and they were just run down. and one of them went for sale. And then I went on the website of the realtor to see how much that house was worth, and it was worth $750,000 for a
Wow.
little crack shack. And like, I don't directly live in Vancouver. I live like a few cities away, so like literally a 45-minute drive to Vancouver. But like, so for a young adult to get ahead in life or to even buy a house now, for me, is like almost unimaginable unless with crypto, right? Like,
Yep.
you know, so that's kind of like why I'm in the space. And, you know,
I support you, man. That's exactly why I'm in this space. It's not going to happen without Bitcoin.
so my wage has done this slightly, but my rent has gone like this, you know, like
Yep.
it's nuts. What I pay for this crappy apartment is just, it's insane. Like I wish I could go back to when I was like 20 and I just kept my first place. And, you know,
Yeah.
And it's just not in Vancouver or where you at. I mean, I got apartment buildings next to me, and their rent for a 2-bedroom, 1-bath is a few $100s less than the mortgage of our 5-bedroom, 3 full-bath house with a 2.5-car
Dang.
garage.
Yeah. I know. So my mom, she bought a condo and she pays less in her mortgage than I do on my rent. It's just like nuts.
See, and the sad part is the school system does not teach us any of this stuff. They show us how to, you know, balance a checkbook, but they don't
even do that
how to
anymore.
It really, well, back in my
Nope.
days, everything was black and white. But back in my days, like they showed us how to balance a checkbook and all this other fun stuff. And now, like, there is really no hope for the future. I mean, literally slaves to the system,
Yep.
unless you get into crypto. And crypto is the future, in my opinion. So,
Yeah, it is, and it's going to be needed by your generation, Paperclip, and my kids' generation. It's going to be the equalizer, and there is no other equalizer like Bitcoin. There is none. This is it. This is the one
Right.
shot that they have to get a equilibrium and get ahead of the curve, so we have to wake them up and we have to show them. And you know, I sound like Michael Saylor at this point as far as Bitcoin, but like Piper was saying, the more you're in the space, the more you do slowly start to become a little bit more of a Bitcoin maxi,
right.
because I have not made on any meme coin that I invested in. I have not made $10,000 on any meme coin that I invested in. And I don't know, maybe there are a lot of you guys that have, right? But I haven't, and I've been through the years in different meme coins. But I have made way more than $10,000 on Bitcoin and Ethereum.
Right.
And Solana. So the top 10 crypto projects, right? So that's something to be said going on since, 2017. You can get rich quick with a meme coin, but if you get rugged or if what happened today and you're brand new to crypto, you're probably not coming back. It probably scared you out at that point, if that's your entry. So yeah, man, I become a little bit more, I'm not a Bitcoin maxi. I have 20, 30 different coins, but I do start to feel a little bit more like I'm not selling my Bitcoin. I'm keeping my Bitcoin,
It should be part of everybody's portfolio. It really should, which is why that's like the majority of what I do here on a Friday night. 15 of it goes to Bitcoin because it needs to be part of the portfolio. And for those who were listening to that earlier, what I do, $25 a week. Matter of fact, let me pop this up one more time. If you haven't already voted, please pick one of these. We're going to be wrapping up the vote pretty soon. I take $25 every week. I put it trying to show everybody how they can dollar cost average into crypto. 15 of it goes into Bitcoin, and then you guys vote for where the other $10 goes. This last half 2024 is Deep In projects. So Deeper Network, Dynex, Rise Crypto, Flux, Render. Put your vote into the live chat. Appreciate that. And then what I do with this after the fact, I show like how the portfolios are doing, etc. But I figure I'm screwed. That's the way I look at it. I'm too old. I'm screwed. So all of these portfolios get put in a cold storage wallet and get assigned to one of my grandchildren. That's where it goes, not to be touched. So it's long-term hodl for me with everything. So hence why I don't mind some of these maybe lower cap coins or mid cap coins, that kind of thing. But if the project seems solid to me,
Yeah.
Thoughts about that?
That's the perfect gift, and especially if they know the value of it. Like if you just hand them a USB drive, they're like, nothing, and they just throw in with their toys or whatever. But if they know the value of it, that it could pay for their house one day or their car, or their wedding, then I mean they're gonna hold on to that. So I think I think they're very, very lucky, and it's just crazy. So kudos to you.
Well, I mean, I guess I could sit on it and try and whatever and just ride the wave or whatever. But it's like, I don't know. I feel it's like with the way like our national debt is 35 trillion and climbing a trillion every quarter, and just we're stealing from that generation. That's all we're doing. We're stealing from that generation, and I don't know. I can't do a lot. But like I can do that in the hopes that things do kind of go to a Bitcoin standard or some kind of crypto standard. And then, so for them, when they throw the dirt on me, it'll be like, okay, Papa took care of us here. We can survive, or at least give them a start to surviving. That was my thought process with that.
Good man.
Yeah. Good
my
process.
Thought process. Sometimes I think too much. I think no.
Piper just dropped some alpha in the chat there, which is I think.
I put those. You're talking about the ones up earlier, or is there a new one? Oh yeah, he just put on a new one.
Yeah.
Okay. And I do just there it is.
Well, go ahead.
No. I was just going to read it, but everybody else can read it. They don't need me to read it.
And I always say you can't teach drive. So personal drive is something that is in you that might not be in somebody else. So you can show them how to do something. You can walk through the techniques and the steps, but to have the self-starting initiative and the drive to actually do it is just personal. It's personal, right? It's either you can't teach drive. You can show them, but it doesn't mean it's going to resonate and they're going to do it. So drive is something that is very special, and I like to be around people with a lot of passion and drive. Like I always look at things as if there's a will, there's a way. You have to find a way. Keep going, keep pushing, keep doing whatever it takes. We're going to win. We might lose a few battles here and there. We got like today, you might get a little banged up and nicked up, but you're going to win. You're going to keep pushing forward and drive forward. And that right there is hard to teach. You can talk about it, but it's either in you or it's not. This is recorded, so I got to be careful here. But let's say I have family members that really have more talent in their pinky than I have in my whole body. But they don't have the drive and the commitment and the passion. And if I always thought, man, if I had your skills and your brain and your talent with my passion and drive, oh my gosh, it would be just wonderful, right? But so we got some gifts, but we didn't get other gifts, right? And so we have to use our gifts, the things that we own and the things we're passionate about, things that we have, and we have to leverage them to get what we want. And sometimes, like, I couldn't slam dunk a basketball because I'm 5'11", and I graduated high school at 145 pounds. I wasn't a big dude, at the time. But even though I didn't have the physical attributes to dunk a basketball or the height or the body size or anything like that, there's other things that I learned that I could do better than that guy that could dunk the basketball, right? And so you leverage those things that God, in my view, I don't try to look. I'm I'm just a.
It's okay. You put it out.
God-believing
It's
guy,
okay.
man.
No,
It's
keep
welcome.
going. No, just keep going, bro.
The gifts are given to me, in my view, by God, and I'm leveraging those gifts to make His place a world a better place. And it's all part of this network that we're in. And to bring more people in that message resonates with, so that we can lock together and march through this space together as a unit. And when you have first 20 people, then 50 people, then 100, then 500, then 1,000, then 10,000, then 100,000, then 1,000,000. Man, it's something special.
That's how changes happen.
That's how change. Be the change. Be the change.
That's
that you
how it
wanna see.
happens. And I just got to say, you have the right idea. You truly do. I love the fact that that's how you're working through this giver's gain. I just blows my mind. I love it. I love it.
Well,
thank you for reaching out to me. That's all
Absolutely,
I'm gonna say,
man. Absolutely.
Thank you for reaching out to me. All right, let me just put this up real quick because we're past what I said we were going to do here. So hashtag givers gain in the live chat. I'll give you another minute because I kind of took it off the screen there, and you'll have a chance to win a copy of the Bible and Bitcoin. Go ahead, throw that up again there, Bedell, so everybody can see it, please.
Oh, the book.
Yeah, the book.
Sorry,
for those who may not.
I
be
was putting
familiar
up
with it.
Army Piper's comment about.
Sorry, I'll put that.
Billy.
So there it is, right there. Bible and Bitcoin by Pastor Alan Armstrong. So like I said, I'll give you about another minute, and then I'll pull up the.
Yeah. So right now it just froze a little bit, but he'll be doing the.
Oh, sorry. Thank you.
There you go.
Thank you. I got you. These guys are so good to me. They really are. It happens all the time. I'm at the end of like the line with regard to the internet here. So it's just I've complained, and it still freezes up. I give up, at this point.
It's just because you're old. And,
That is also true. Yeah.
Technology just doesn't work as well for you, right?
There's been times that me and CCM have done streams during the day, and he's fine.
Yep. Yeah, you're right. It does. Obviously, a lot of people are. I'm at the end, and a lot of people are using their internet right now, streaming Netflix and stuff instead of doing stuff like this. That's what's going on right there. All right, I'm gonna start getting. You guys can jump in chat for a minute. I'm gonna start getting that picker ready so we can do this drawing real quick.
Yeah. So Paperclip, when did you get into crypto?
I got into crypto. So the very first pump of our last cycle. So I got into the most exciting time and yeah. So I got into crypto 2020 and it was funny. So I got into crypto and just like everybody else in crypto, I only bought $25 of XRP, and then like XRP had that first initial pump. I think back in like 2020, I think that's when it was. I'm pretty sure. Anyways, and then my boss made a joke at me, and he was like, "What, did your $25 turn into $50?" And I was like, "Yep, it did." And he like laughed at me, and I was like, "Well, like my money literally doubled," And yeah, so yeah, I've been into crypto since 2020. I can actually give you the exact date. Just give me 1 second.
Yeah.
I have an app where I deleted the app off my phone. But yeah, I've been in crypto for about 4 years now. Crypto
Jar in the house. Welcome, Crypto Jar. Appreciate you being here, man.
I
Don't
like
forget
that
to vote.
Crypto Jar said my name.
That's all right. That's all right. He's here. That's what matters. Don't forget to vote, Jar. This is it. We're about to give away a book, but then you still got a chance here. I'll put it up on the screen. You know the drill. Go ahead, throw your vote in the chat.
Yo, shout out to Crypto Jar, one of like the greatest, I think, crypto mining YouTubers there is. So
yeah, his link to his channel's in the description. So go ahead, you show him some love as well. So is Trade Intuition for that matter. So is Paperclip for that matter. And let's not forget Bedell. I got Bedell's over here running all the controls, and I forgot all about him.
Maybe half the controls, but
and just to let you know, guys, we do this every Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. it's more of a kickback, laid back, just talking crypto. You know, you have some drinks. Just it's to get away from the norm of all the crypto stuff. You know, all the charts and everything else. Now we do charts every once in a while, but it's just talking about crypto, talking about life, talking about everything. So join us every Friday, guys, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We have a good time. So give you
Yes, we do.
It's literally just shooting the shit with
right.
Whatever number of people that have the same common interests as you. You know.
Yeah.
And then you're welcome too to join in video. If you don't want to do the video, of course you can, hide the camera, but that way you have the audio and everyone just talking, just having a good time. So, like I said, we do this every Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard. It's great. Just hang out.
I love it. I want to shout out, if you don't mind. You see In and Out Crypto? That is Rocco, and he specializes in crypto garb, hats, shirts. The dude has anything crypto that you can think about. A lot of us in the space utilize In and Out Crypto. Rocco is the producer also for Sin City Crypto. So Rocco is the guy behind the scenes running. If you haven't seen their setup, they have a true studio, man. To me, I've been in a lot of these guys' studios. I even was in BitBoy's studio several times back before the big explosion and all that.
Nice.
But their studio is top notch, and Rocco's the guy back behind the scenes that is making that happen, man. And he is a wonderful person, salt of the earth guy. I can highly endorse using him. He will do everything he can to help you. So I just wanted to shout him out because I see that he jumped in, and he's a great guy.
Very nice.
You got it, Rocco. You got it, brother. No problem. Thanks, Crux. Appreciate you. So we doing the picker? Is that what we're doing, Joe?
Yeah, he was setting it up, but then he said BRB, so I'll be right back.
Okay, gotcha.
So In and Out Crypto is your website. I'm going right now to the store. Okay, very nice. I see it. I'm going to put the link in the private chat and the Medell. If you can put that out there, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Want to buy me a shirt?
There we go.
Oh,
We must have some hearing problems. Yeah.
Sorry about that, guys.
No,
My mouse died. Need a new battery for the mouse.
You got some really nice apparel. Really nice apparel.
Okay, In and Out. I was going to ask you to put In and Out Crypto in the chat. It's in there. Good. Perfect. Thank you.
Oh, it's not like what was it? Bitcoin for panties. I don't know if any of you guys remember any of that from
No, but explain.
Yeah, now you got us intrigued.
Yeah, exactly. You got to lay it on us now.
So they were a vendor at Bitcoin Nashville this year. It was Bitcoin for panties, I believe is what the name was.
Okay.
And you can it's just underwear and shirts. It's just basic Bitcoin merch. But like when I went to the booth there, I did have a video of it, but since I broke my phone, I lost all of that. I might still, but I didn't want to show it on air because in the corner of their booth, they have a little basket where you can get 10% off new merch if you put in your used underwear.
Oh my god!
And I was just
Wow.
like,
Man.
I mean, like I understand it, but like you shouldn't have that on the table. Like you should have a garbage can with a sign,
Yeah,
But it was just like right on the table in the corner, and I'm like, no.
that's crazy. You got it, Rocco. Good.
Yeah, I'm loving the hats too. The hats are fired.
Can you screen
Loving
share?
the hats.
Is there ability to screen share or not?
Yeah.
Who's got it?
Second, I'm just trying to re-pull your channel up, and I'm having some technical difficulties, of course.
I think
It's
anybody
possible.
can screen share. It's just
All
one
right.
of us has to allow it.
I
Yeah.
got it right here.
You got
Whoever
it?
has Rocco's up. Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
There you go.
There it is. Perfect.
Make
So-
money great again. Classic.
These are absolute fire, and reasonably priced too. They're not trying to poke your eyes out or nothing like that.
He's got the Caspa hat
Man, that
there.
looks fire.
Yeah.
Oh, I like how when you mouse over them too, it goes to like it being
Right.
on somebody's actual head.
Oh, that's nice. Nice.
Yeah. So yeah, we got that in the chat too. So
Yes, that is in the chat.
Well, you just want to do business with good people, man. And
Amen. Exactly.
He's really good solder people, and so if I could help him expose to your channel, that's great, right? Because you're going to get your money's worth from him, and he's going to do the right thing when nobody's looking all the time. So yeah, got to share that love out, right?
Oh, look, I don't know if anybody else saw this. He said, okay, I got a code for all of you, 20% off. Use code BGT, 20% off.
Wow.
All capital letters. That's awesome. So everybody,
nice.
I got it up on the screen. Got it up on the screen. So anybody that wants to take advantage of that, thank you very much for that, by the way. Thank you.
See,
Appreciate
right?
that.
I got to point this out. All I was doing is sharing what I know, which is he's a good person. I know him personally. I trust him, and he's going to do the right thing. And I wanted to help him, right? But because of that, look what he did.
Right.
He's giving 20% off to everybody. I mean, that is giver's gain right there,
Giver's
baby.
gain.
It happened right here on your stream.
Yes, it did.
So it's awesome.
And look, he's getting plenty of love. Look, Rocco's merch is in a league of its own. I mean, great comments here. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Look
at that.
There you go.
Get out of here. You
I
thought of
love it,
everything.
man.
You thought of everything.
I love it.
That is awesome. That's awesome.
I don't even have a dog. I'm gonna get a pug.
I was gonna say I need to get
that's
another
German.
pug just for the Bitcoin
Yeah.
for the
Wow.
pug.
No, Joe, you got to try putting that on your cat.
I'm gonna try to. Little one, not so sure. Becca, maybe. Oh my gosh, that's
Awesome. That's awesome. Guys, don't forget, there's the code right there on the screen. Show this man some love and get some discounts right there.
This is very cool.
This is awesome. Thanks.
I didn't even know about the dog. I have a little Boston. I'm gonna have to get one of those.
That's awesome. I love it. Look at this. He's thought of it like every possible piece of clothing here.
Yep.
He's a crypto guy too. See, he's in crypto space. He's one of us. So
Yep.
It's hard to find, right? It's hard to find. So
And it looks like you can pay with crypto on this site too.
There you go. Even better.
Which I know a
Even
lot
better.
of some places do, some places don't.
Right.
But I mean, he's got what is it? Ethereum, Litecoin, Doge, and Bitcoin.
And you know, I love Litecoin for what it's meant to be used for. Buy shit, save your Bitcoin. That's the way I use the Litecoin, like that. Nice.
It's a cool site.
No, that's
They
great.
thought of everything. And again,
That's
reasonably
great.
priced too. And then the discount on top of that, man.
I know. That's awesome. Listen, I want to give away this book real quick, and then we'll come back to this because I don't want to forget and make it going on too damn long here. Let me bring up the screen with the picker here. It's
And then after the giveaway, we gotta tally up the votes to see who won the weekly.
yeah, I'm gonna go
GTA.
through. I gotta go check the other sites to make sure if there's any votes on the other sites as well. I'm too busy with this. I haven't been doing my job. Damn it.
I mean, all the hats I have, the only one I don't have is a Bitcoin.
Nice.
Or
All right.
any crypto merch.
All right, so this is the live stream giveaway tool. But what it's going to do, this particular tool is set up for StreamYard. So what it does is, as you can see here, I've got my own thing logged in here. Me, CCM, CryptoCoinMindSet. This is the live stream right here, Crypto on the Rocks, and the hashtag that it's going to be looking for is hashtag givers gain. Now, just so everybody knows, because I know some people didn't put caps or whatever, it doesn't matter as long as the letters are there. The caps does not matter. So let's see how many people we got. And I now just to put it out there, okay, I know a couple of you guys put in givers gain. You guys can't win. I'm just saying. You're here live with me. You can't win. Except of course for you, sir. But Billy, I actually just checked. I got one. I'm gonna send you. I'll get your info. I'm gonna send it out to you.
Oh, thank you.
Yes. All right. Let's see what we got here. And yes, I'll get you another one there, Paperclip. I won't leave you hanging, brother. Hang tight.
Oh, thank you.
All right, here we go. So what? It says none. That's not possible. I saw it in the chat. Hold on. Let me refresh the page. Let me see if there's an issue here. Because that's not good.
Let us know if we got to do it again.
I will if that I'm going to try. Let me see. Because again, maybe I did it too soon, although it has not happened before. Right? So givers. Oh, hashtag. Forgot the hashtag. Can you guys can still see my screen? Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So hashtag givers gain, exclude multiple draws. It's still showing 0. I don't understand.
no,
there's one entry.
Listen, no, it says 0, right?
No,
there's one.
now.
Guy, listen.
So I think we got to do it.
I don't know why it's doing this, but if you could please put in, maybe it's because there's too many comments in this. I don't.
I wonder. No,
Probably do it
it's
right
just
now.
taking its time. It's going.
Oh, I see. Oh, it's going through all the. Oh, see, you guys were too active in the chat, so it's taking time to go through it all. And for that matter, it's probably going to pull up my givers gain because I did that hashtag there when you guys were talking. So, all right, we'll give it a minute to pull them all.
Yeah, I'll say this must be something you should have done a few minutes ago. But I've never seen it take this long, so I don't know what's going on.
Me either. It is never taken this long. Like I said, I think there's too many comments. And I'm not complaining about that, by the way, guys. Just
Not complaining either.
not complaining. Thank you, Billy, for that, because Lord knows it was you bringing it in here.
Now we're all in it together.
So I'm not sure if it's
for everybody.
case sensitive, but I made sure
it is
to
not
put it the way you put it in there. Okay.
Yeah, it isn't.
It should not be
case sensitive. I'm still gonna give it another minute to see how far, because I feel like we have more than that.
Yeah, everybody right now is putting it in the chat.
Yeah, Crypto Jar just said StreamYard is having issues.
Oh, well, there we go. That could be the problem. See, now I feel bad. I don't want to exclude anybody. I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I give it another refresh, or should I just let it wait and go with that?
I say tally up the votes and let this thing see what it does.
Okay, I can do that. Here, while this thing's doing its thing, let me do this so you guys can chat and they don't have to stare at the screen. And I'm going to go check out X and Patreon. You guys go ahead and chat amongst yourselves while I go tally everything up.
Absolutely.
So much pressure. Just,
Well, Crypto Billy, thank you for joining. I had no idea you were going to be on.
Yeah, we just hooked up through Twitter DMs, and he sent me the link, and I said, yeah, I should be able to make that. That's cool. I appreciate the invite. And again, we're more X guys, and we're just starting our YouTube channel, so we're certainly not experts at any of this kind of stuff as far as on this side of the camera. We're typically behind the other side of the camera, behind the camera. So I appreciate the invitation. I see Dave Digital. Dave is a legend, man. Lunar Beaches. You guys are all in here. This is great. Piper, Alex O, Alexandria, Red Man, Biomex. You guys are awesome, man. Poyo, another co-founder with us. Andrea, you guys are awesome. We appreciate you guys supporting us all.
All right, one there. All right. I just checked Patreon. We got one vote on Patreon. I'm heading over to X. We're going to check that out.
Yeah, we got a lot of the family over here, man.
Alexander
Lunar
G,
Beach,
yeah.
Redman, Alexander G, Buck, just Crux, Alex O, Crypto, So many. Good Lord. Very Melissa, just very very blessed to have all of y'all here. Very
We'll
blessed.
probably
Dave
lose.
Digital.
We'll probably lose Alex because we're not talking about trading enough. He's like, okay, I got to get back to the charts, or the baby's crying and I got to go feed him. One of the two.
And you know what's so funny? I love watching his show, and then the dad jokes that he bought a book and he went through all the dad jokes. Of course, he just finished it, and then of course he does on his Discord the dad jokes, and some of them are pretty funny. Some of them are very corny, but some of them are pretty funny. I look forward to that. So, Alex, if you're still here, man, I love those. Those are funny. Maybe enjoy life.
All right, listen, I am gonna refresh that drawing page because I just can't. Something doesn't seem right. So give me 1 second for that. But I did go and collect votes. We had 1 vote on each of those platforms. And go ahead. Let's see if you guys can guess who was the winner tonight.
Render, always.
Joe is not wrong. Joe is not wrong. It is Render. Or it was Render. It is Render. Nice. All right. Let me go back and.
But DCA works. I'm telling you guys, DCA works. Whether it's $5, $20, $100, whatever you have, instead of going out with the boys or getting pizza one night or dinner or whatever, still have fun, but save some money and then just DCA. And I tell everybody, treat it like a savings account. Put it in there. Don't look at it. Wait about a year and a half, and before you know it, like it will surprise you.
True. So obviously, we got Render fans out there. Yeah.
Render's a beast.
All right. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Paperclip. No. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, like, always my beginner advice when everybody's getting into crypto is just like take a set amount you can live without, and that's usually like $25 to like $60. Just like make it like any ordinary bill that comes out every month, and just invest that every month.
Exactly.
And that could turn into something great. So I always say, like, go 25% crypto, or it's not crypto, sorry, BTC, 25% Ethereum, and then go 50% into any random coin. Just pick a random coin and just throw 50% in, and and that's my beginner, and that's how I started, and then that's
there you go.
Like,
and you're talking every month here, but I mean, whatever your time, whatever time slot you want. We do it here every week, but it could be every month, it could be every 2 weeks, it could be whatever. But be consistent. Be consistent. Just say, like, that's the key.
Whatever money you can live without, right? Like let's say everything goes to zero tomorrow. The North America, it just bans crypto and you can't, it erases everything. Everything goes to zero, right? Well, you're still in the same place that you are. Just, you're not screwed over.
Well, hopefully better off if you're DCAing into crypto. And honestly, I do an entire series about living on crypto. And you guys know I like Dash for that. And you want to know what? You need to know how to do it before you need to do it. It's that simple. That simple. And Craig, I'm sorry you're just getting the notifications, man. I don't know why that is, but I appreciate you being here. Thank you. All right, let's do it. I just refreshed. I just brought this back. I'm going to bring it back up right now. It looks like it's only pulling.
The winner is Trading Tuition. Oh, wait, that's me. So the winner is Trading Tuition. Yes.
So I hope you got this comment picker to work. I've tried like 6 of them, and it either says no comments or it just sits there and loads.
Well, you think that hashtag's screwing it up?
No, because when I use this all the time on Matrix Money Podcast with Jar and FF, I use it on my channel, and it works perfectly. It's actually, quite frankly, if you ask me, better with the hashtag because it's easier to discern all the other stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
All right, we're going to run it. Here we go. This is for a copy to be sent to you of the Bible and Bitcoin. And yes, I'm sorry, Trade Intuition. You cannot win.
Yes, I can. And I'm going to win, too. I saw my name up there.
Your name is there because you did do that.
3 times. Come on. Ooh,
Crux of Crypto.
Crypto. If I didn't win, I would want him to win. And
Oh,
There
I
it is.
froze up.
Well, Faded
there it
Notion,
is.
you know how to read charts, but you don't actually know how to read. So.
That's
Yes,
true.
congratulations.
Don't know how to read it either.
Congratulations. All right. Listen, Crux of
Crux,
Crypto.
Everybody congratulate Crux.
Yes,
on the
please
chat.
put the congratulations in the chat. Crux, send me an email and that I'll get your info and I will get that book out to you ASAP.
Very
All
nice,
right.
Crux.
Nice. The
Yeah, you need
email's
to
on the
bring
screen here.
Crux on sometime. That guy is just
Dude is
a wealth
smart.
of information. Yeah, he
Dude
does a lot
is
of deep
crazy
dives on
smart.
projects.
Deep dives, everything.
Yep.
That's awesome. I
See, what's so great though, you froze. But what's so
Damn it.
great though is that
every
because
time.
you invited Crypto Billy, now you have this whole new family that you didn't even know you had until right now.
Amen.
And so
I agree.
It's a blessing in disguise. I'm telling you.
But listen, Crypto Billy, I've been, like I told you, I've been listening to your X Spaces, so I want to know, I want to understand, I want to imbibe what you guys are doing. And everyone that's been on one of your spaces, I have, if I hadn't already been subbed to, I gone, found them, all this, because you know what? It's like you said, it's supporting each other. And you know, I'm just a baby minnow in this pond here, all things being equal. But you want to know what? Bunch of minnows.
Bunch of minnows. We're
You know?
minnows too. That's all right. We're all in it together. But yeah,
Exactly.
see, Givers Gain, just you invited me to this space. So that was giving, you know, you granted me, you gave me the access. And for that, unbeknownst to you, look what happens.
I know.
You see?
Oh, we got to put
like,
that 20% discount back up. Yes.
Oh yeah, put that up. I mean, that's huge. That
Yes.
alone is huge, right?
Yes.
It's
hey Joe, can you share that again real quick?
Yeah.
Please. That way I can bring that back up.
I'll put the code on screen.
Yep, the code is there. So anybody who wants to go ahead and visit, was In and Out Crypto, correct?
In and Out Crypto is Rocco, who has the store. Yeah,
it has the store. Yes. Okay. I just didn't want to say the wrong person. Sorry. And then we'll put that back up on the screen. Eric, is that it? Yep. Oh, I see. Still working on the screen there.
Sure, I can pull it up. Shit.
Oh, did I do something? Stop screen. Not sure what happened. There you go. Should be up now.
I got it. Yep. There we go.
Okay.
All right. So everybody, again, link is in the live chat. You're looking for crypto merch, bam, and code right here for 20% discount. How can you can't beat that. And again, thank you very much for offering that discount to everybody who's here.
No one can see me, but I'm bowing.
Luckily, I was done talking by the time it happened. There we go.
The one thing I would love was the Bitcoin carbon, the tag right there. Yeah.
Nice. I like this one.
I mean, I don't know if they have one, but
man,
I'm gonna probably buy altcoin aardvark, that hat.
Oh, this one's pretty cool too. The beanie.
Joe, are you a hat guy? Do you wear hats?
I have a pretty good size head, but not like a brain, but my head's pretty big. So like,
it's mostly skull, right? Big bone.
It's mostly skull, yeah. I'm hard-headed.
Big boned.
I'm big bone.
Yeah, there he is.
My mama said I was big bone. My mama said it.
I really do appreciate it. Thank you, and thank you. I'm going to leave that up for a little bit. I mean, normally at this point we're starting to wrap this stream because we usually go to after hours crypto because you know we usually have already started talking about stuff that would otherwise get me demonetized or otherwise banned on YouTube. So we do it exclusively on Patreon, delayed on Odyssey, and basically I do it behind a paywall on purpose, and that's not because I'm looking to make a shit ton of money, because you can be there for $5 for the entire month. So I ain't making a crap ton of money about that. But it's more so we can speak our mind, we can say what we want, share what we want, and not have to worry about it. If you're there because you paid to be there. It's that simple.
Yeah.
So
and it's stuff that you will not hear on regular YouTube. This is like, it's story time. It's personal stories. It's stuff that we can't say certain words because YouTube will like demonetize and everything else. It's a cool place to be. So if you want to join it, $5, but you'll be surprised. That's all.
Yeah, for example, our last 2.5+ hour live stream was talking about the whole Donald Trump fiasco we've seen going on here in the United States. And it's not so much because it's Donald Trump, but there's nobody should be trying to assassinate a political opponent in the United States of America. That is not why I serve this country. That's not why it just irks me to the literal core. Anyway, but you start talking about that on YouTube and you know what happens. I don't have to tell everybody.
Well, you guys are going to have to send me a list of the words I'm not supposed to use. I'm learning. I don't know what those words are. I was talking with Druith, and I was on his show, and afterwards he's like, yeah, man, I keep a list right here in front of me, and I have like substitution words. Like he says,
that's a good idea. I don't do that.
But I said, man, I don't even know what those words are, because he, instead of saying, and I'm going to, hopefully this isn't a bad, but it's one of his words, that he says it's the selection, not the election. He's like, it's the selection process. And I was like, why is it? But they know what words to use and what words not to use. And he has a list in front of him. And I was like, man, I need that list because I'm surely probably going to say something that I'm not supposed to say. And we don't want that to happen, of course.
Yeah. Well, yeah, unfortunately. And that's why I back everything up on Odyssey. I do some exclusive stuff on Odyssey, but I figured Patreon is something people are already more familiar with than they are with Odyssey. So that's why I chose Patreon as the main one. And then I kind of it delayed on Odyssey. So, because you got to, it's well, here's a for example. That live stream I just talked about, the Trump live stream I just talked about, the way I do it is to make it easier for me. The way I do it, hold on one second, I just want to get this stuff off the screen, is I run it through YouTube, but it's unlisted, so it's easier to just stream to Odyssey. No sooner I finished that live stream, I was getting all kinds of emails. Your video is not allowed in this territory, you are not monetized. You're this, you're that. All kinds of emails. And I'm thinking to myself, I don't understand. What's the point? It's an unlisted video that will never be seen by anybody. Like, what's the, you know what I mean? But literally, what I ended up doing is I downloaded the entire stream from StreamYard, and then redid the stream on Patreon, so people who paid for it can still see it. But then I just ripped it out of YouTube. Like, literally, like, I had just shut everything down and all these emails started popping in, so they're all over my channel. And again, for something that was obviously covered not just by me, but like to the point of you can't be seen in this territory, no monetization, bang, 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 just thing after thing after thing.
Suspicious.
All because of that.
Suspicious.
Oh, what I miss? All because of what?
That Trump stream we did?
The first one?
No. The first one somehow slid through. I don't know why. But the second one, the one we just did, I had to literally pull it out of YouTube, reset it on Patreon as its own stream. And yeah, they told me they wouldn't send it in certain territories. I can't monetize it, this, that, and the. Bedell, I'm talking as soon as I said goodnight to you guys, bam, all this stuff was popping in my email.
That's crazy.
Soon as I ended it. All right. Well, I put my link if you want to join us on After Hours in the live chat. So by all means, feel free to do that. I really appreciate.
So definitely
everybody
check
who
it
is
out
in the chat.
if you can. It's going to be a great time. We have a blast.
Yes.
There's a lot of stuff that we can't do on YouTube, so we go there. But
And in the last month, we've had 2 streams go just over 4 hours.
yes,
So we
it
do
gets
spend
crazy. It gets
all
crazy,
Friday
guys.
night here.
Yeah, I ain't guaranteeing I'm talking coherently after 4 hours.
And I tell you what, though, those 2 times, 4-hour streams, it saved me bail money. It saved me going out money. So I'm so grateful for this place.
And that's 4 hours after crypto on the rise.
Yeah, after this. Yeah.
So you
after
take that
this.
4 hours plus. Okay, we're at 2 hours.
So,
and 20
if you
minutes
want
right
to, guys,
now.
Patreon. If not, join us every Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We just have fun. You see what we do? We just have fun.
Why is
Right.
Joe like the best spokesman for your channel?
Yeah, I know, right? He really
He's
is.
like-
He really is, man.
It's
Join
not
us
even my
every-
channel. Oh yeah, join
he's
my
better
channel.
than I am.
Here's game. Joe knows. Joe
He's
knows.
better than I am.
It's part of like the analytics. It's better if somebody
Shares it.
shares your channel rather than the host.
Never thought
But
of
I
that.
mean,
But yes. So definitely, guys, join
So
us.
7
I'm
p.m.
serious. Join
every
us
Eastern
Friday
Standard
at 7
Time.
p.m. Like we have a blast. We have a blast. All right.
You guys
That's all I
are
got.
too
That's all
much.
I
You
got.
guys are too much. Listen, Crypto Billy, thank you.
Dude.
I appreciate it. I didn't expect all this support, and I'm humbled. Thank you. I
you're
really
welcome.
do mean that. Thank you.
Yeah, man. Anytime.
Very nice to meet you. I don't know who you are, but
Listen, I know you're just I know you're just starting a YouTube channel. So I mean, if I know you got a group, I'm just a single guy going like this, trying to figure it all out. But if I can help you, let me know, and I'll be glad to do so.
I
yeah.
subscribed and put all the notifications on. So definitely, if you can, Bedell, put it back in the chat so everybody can subscribe to Crypto Billy. And,
I got it. I got it right here. I had it. No problem. I already did, but I will do it again.
So my little bit of shameless shilling is just our big space is every Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on X, and we typically have speakers on from projects and from around the industry. This Tuesday, we are probably going to do more of a open mic kind of thing, talking about our own project. We do have an NFT book coming out. So what we did is we recorded the first 30 spaces. We recorded them, and then we downloaded them, and we're creating a book of those spaces and in words. And we're building our own platform, our own book reader, so that when you buy the NFT of the book that you're in, so if you came up and you spoke on our space, you're in the book.
Nice.
And so we're building a book reader, and the fourth quarter, our NFT is going to launch, and it's really all about the people that came into our space and supported us. But we had topics that we stayed focused on, and they helped us define those topics in their life and how it impacts them. And all of this is in this book. And this book, the editing of this thing it has taken months and months, because it takes something from audio to paper in a final edit format where it's readable, right? And it makes sense. It's a lot of work, and the team at Billy Goat Tales has been working really, really hard on that behind the scenes. So we're going to update our community on that, because a lot of people participated in that. And we're probably going to go just a little loosey-goosey this Tuesday. Digital Asset News, Rob from Digital Asset News was slated, but he had a commitment come up, so he called us and said, man, I'm going to have to rebook on another space. So that kind of makes us like, hey, this is a good time to update our people about our community, about where we're at, what we're doing, what's the next step, and of course talk about some topical current events.
Nice. That idea about an NFT, I love it. That's amazing.
You wait till you see these chapters. When I started reading through the final edits, I was like, I would buy this book, and meaning there's so much alpha in this. There's so much stuff that it will help people's lives. It was like going into Barnes and Noble and you're scanning some books and you pick one up and you start reading it and it grabs your interest and you're like, hey, this is good. I'm gonna buy this. And once I opened it and started reading it, I was like, man, I think we have something special here. Now, of course, I'm biased. I put a lot of work in, but we'll see. Let the market tell us. That's what we'll do, is let the market tell us, and we'll go from there.
Well, I can't wait to see it. I'll tell you that.
Thank you.
I can't wait to see it.
Guys, thanks for having me on, man. I appreciate it.
No, I appreciate you being here. Thank you. And again, you reached out to me first, and I listen, I'm not gonna lie. You know how Joe was saying earlier about, like, when you're helping somebody out, sometimes they're like, well, okay, what do you want? You know what I mean? When you reached out, I'm thinking, okay, because I got so many messages from people just like,
Same.
yeah, like that, they're not the legitimate person.
Right.
They're not the legit person. And I'm like, oh, another one. And then I start, but it could be, and it was in this case. And I went and started researching. Okay, this looks legit. Oh, wait, that looks legit. Okay. It was kind of like that. So I really appreciate you. Thank you.
Yeah, man. No problem.
I just followed you on Twitter, so if I remember on Tuesday, I'll be there.
Yeah, Tuesday night.
There's a lot of stuff
9
for
p.m.
some reason that
Eastern
happens
time.
on Tuesdays. So that means I'm gonna have to miss poker night.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, man.
I tell you what,
That's a
it'll be worth it.
sacrifice.
All the knowledge you get. I mean,
I was
a
gonna
lot
say.
of great speakers, like a lot.
Oh my
of great
God, yeah. Oh my God, yeah. Amazing speakers. All right. Well, but we're gonna wrap it up. We're gonna head over to Patreon for anybody who wants to join us. Appreciate everybody again for being here. Thank you for all the support. Thank you for all the love. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate it.
God bless.
Guys, anybody want to say anything else before we're bugging out of here?
Was that Crypto Face that just burped into the microphone?
Yeah.
That's what it sounded like. He does that all the time.
Oh boy.
All right, guys. God bless. Have a great night. Thank you again. I appreciate you guys.
Yeah,
thank
you
you
too.
for everybody
Thank you
showing
for
up.
everybody.
Appreciate all the love.
On
Thank you
after
guys. Make sure to
Yeah.
special like. We'll see you there.
Yeah, we're out. Later.
See ya.